sponsor, HelloFresh. And with HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your front door. Count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh's lineup of meals like steak and potatoes with béarnaise sauce, Southwest pork and bean burritos, falafel power bowls. I don't even know what a falafel is, but you know it's got to be fresh. It's coming from HelloFresh. Come on. And look at this chicken. My God. Looks so succulent and juicy. I definitely got to get a piece of that. And you want some too. So go.
Welcome to the GRG podcast, the place for all your gaming news, plus hot topics of the week. Also remember to follow us on Twitter at KMega4.
Welcome to the GRG podcast.
What's happening, everybody? What's going on? The GRG podcast is live. We in full effect. We're a little bit earlier than what we normally start. We normally start about 8:15. You know, I know I say 8 o'clock, but it is what it is. And man, my square is smaller than everybody else's. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna have to make some adjustments. Anyway, I'm gonna have to make some adjustments. Oh my goodness. What I just now is seeing what
I tried to tell you what he was doing.
I heard you say it. I heard you say it. But there is no way in hell that is hilarious. Anyway, what's going on?
Right?
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Oh my goodness, this is great. The slander is definitely going to be delicious tonight. I look forward to talking about something that I wanted to talk about earlier this week, but I had been drowned into Starfield. I can't wait to do a spoiler cast with Ham Solo and maybe anybody else that has already beat the story, because I am so slow and methodical on how I play games. I would like to hear what people's experiences is already going through. It's going to be pretty fun. But anyway, without further ado, let's go first to the man with 1,000. You know what I'm saying? The man who's over here now, he's gotten all He's gotten all big. He's on everybody's podcast now, man. You know what I'm saying?
He's cocky now. He's cocky now.
Look, he cocked his head back and look like this afro looks like it's up to par, man. This man,
like, I'm the G now. I'm the G.
Man, I remember when he first came on GRG, man. That afro was everywhere, and that man was over there fight for his damn life.
Like,
now this man
got 20 followers.
Man, yeah, bro. He had 20 followers or something like. I think 5. He had 5 something. I don't know. Two followers. I don't know. What? Somewhere around there.
2. It was him and Loke.
him and Loke and Cozy. No, Cozy didn't even support him at the time. No,
damn.
But no, big shout out to my man. Congratulations on hitting that 1,000. Congratulations on getting on everybody's podcast, man, and you had Jez on Thursday. Well, was it Thursday during the day? And then you had I forgot who you had that night. But yeah, no, man, you doing big things, man. You're some big baller. What's going on with you, man?
In the evening, I was on Infinite Umbra show.
That's what you did.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any more correct of a way to roll out that on your show than the way you just did right now. It was slick. It was slick. I won't say it was disrespectful, because some of it was true, except the hair thing. I always have called my hair before every show, so you got the gap.
Hey, bro, you rock wrestling puff with that afro stuff. Hey, with your bad self.
No.
Anyways. Yeah, it's been a wild last couple of weeks. Kicking it on all these different shows. I was even on the Iron Lords podcast. I was on Boom Show. I was on Infinite Umbra show. I mean, I was just kind of getting passed all over the place. And I'm still doing the shows that I usually do with K Mega, which is 2 a week, and then the other 3 podcasts on my channel, and then I have one that I do just kind of for fun every Sunday. So like, I'm always busy doing podcasts and stuff like that, but I still find plenty of time to play video games and hang out with the family and take care of my child as well. I had that I had the podcast with Jez this last Thursday, and it went really well, but but it was a lot shorter of a show than usual. So I'll be having Jez back on sometime next year, just to kind of do another kind of sit down with him and talk to him about some other different types of stuff. Maybe I'll figure out a different type of show to bring, right? So I can have some of these people that I don't really have on panel shows, and have them back coming through just to chit chat and whatnot. Maybe something to do once a month. But anyways, my girl's doing really good in school right now. That's why I had to cut Jez's show short, because we had parent-teacher conferences. And you already know what it is, K-Mag. I had to go in and double check and, peek behind the curtain, make sure she's just doing what she's supposed to be doing. It's all good over there. I'm solid in general. As for the games I've been playing, Starfield still got me in a goddamn headlock, bro.
Man.
Like, it is something right
now. But
I've also been playing quite a bit of Halo lately.
See?
I've been playing quite a bit of Halo lately, and it is a good game again with a lot of different ways to play. So, like, I highly recommend checking that out if you went on a break with it. And then the last thing I'm going to mention that I've been playing, because I feel like it's the most relevant, as well, is let's see, Starfield. Let's see.
God.
Oh Lord, Loke jumped in.
Oh man, messed up the camera. He waited. Why did he do that on purpose?
Booty butt cheeks. Because he's an
Booty
asshole.
Booty butt cheeks.
Oh my God. Okay, so welcome, Loke. Appreciate it.
I don't feel very welcome, but I'm gonna fuck.
You know what? I'm done talking. I'm done.
Yeah. Excellent.
Shit. Everyone bitching here like I'm the bad guy.
You are the bad guy.
I'm gonna fuck off with that bullshit.
Wait a minute. You're not come over here, Mr. Everything's got to be proper and all things got to be done right when you start y'all show. And then you come over here.
I do look good though.
And then you over here going to get dirty. You better sit your ass down.
Dirty?
And relax.
Can you see me? Do you see me, man? Dirty.
Did you see Dark Artemis? He had to travel away from you. You couldn't be in the same town.
I said this in his chat, and he ignored me. Look, you are a control freak. That's your problem. You're a born-raised control freak.
Let me fix this camera. Let me put my man Viper over here.
In a hot mess, didn't he?
He came in hot. He's wide awake. Let's see what happens before. Oh,
I am hot. That's what.
Shit, this is gonna be wild. Well, welcome, Loke, as I go ahead and fix these cameras, and then I'm gonna have to fix the
show right now. It looks glorious.
It looks glorious. Thank you.
I'm so happy. I got a screen to myself though. I feel very,
you and Dark and me, we kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? But Sir X-Man, I'm sorry, brother. You're gonna have to get over here to this side. And we're gonna just
matter, dude.
Yeah. Well, I know it don't, because this ain't your operation over here. You just sit there and talk about video games.
Why were you trying to make me so sad about it? I didn't care.
Because this is a sad, this is a sad moment. But anyway, I'm quick, much more efficient. I was talking to my wife about that, how efficient I've become over the years of doing this damn podcast. But Loke, it's always welcoming to have you on, brother. I haven't seen you in a while. I know you've been busy. You have like your 10th kid. And you know what I'm saying, but you know, he got 10 kids now. He got 10 mouths to feed. The man has been working hard, doing the podcast, got all these damn babies.
He's a rabbit.
And yeah, he's an iguana. That's what the hell he is. But anyway, how you doing? How you doing, Loke? What's going on with you, brother?
I'm good. I recently
congratulations as well on the success, man. Congratulations. I was just telling Ham that. So
I remember, for anyone that watches basketball, I am Tony Parker. Ham is Tim Duncan.
I would say Duncan. I would say something else. That's capping. That's cap.
I am Rob Gronkowski, and Ham is Tom Brady. But I am riding that coattail all the way to the top, baby. Oh yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Oh my goodness!
Seriously, I'm doing good. As far as gaming is concerned,
yes, sir.
I'm very happy that we got to 1,000 subscribers. A lot of those contributed to our payment of StreamYard, and now I'm able to use the dumbed down version of OBS, so I can do my own streams by myself on Sundays.
Excellent.
That's been fun. As far as actual gaming, I got the Metal Gear Remastered Collection. I have been trying and failing to
enjoy it.
To enjoy it?
Fuck off. I've been trying and failing to finish the MSX Metal Gear games, so Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2. Those games are still as hard as I remember them being, either hard or too finicky. I don't know. I'm just terrible at the MSX games. I'm going to move forward to just Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3. Those I know I'm good at and I like them, so I'm going to be playing those. And I am currently doing the slow run of Spider-Man Remastered. I am doing all these little side quests. I'm finishing all the bases and whatever. I found, like, as time goes by with age, I am more patient with games. Yeah. Now I just don't play to get through it and finish and get to the next game. Now
that's a great point.
The patience to like enjoy and really immerse myself in whatever it is that I'm playing. And right now I'm really immersed in Spider-Man, and then I'm going to be enjoying the greatness that is Metal Gear Solid this coming week. So that's how I'm doing.
Nice. And when I first met Loke, it was just like when I first met Ham, like when they both had like 2 subs or whatever. And you know, Loke was in a dirty ass dashiki. And now look at him. So I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the hard work that you know what I'm saying? Wow. I'm like, bro, it is good, dog. Congratulations, man. I am so happy for you guys' success, man.
Backhanded compliment.
I know. But no, I honestly, genuinely am very happy and proud of you guys, man, for the hard work and the stuff that y'all have done. So go check them out. The link is in the description for sure. Also, I have them in my list of people to follow that are content creators. You know how I'm always am. I'm trying to support as many people in the gaming industry that fucks with me. So what I'm saying, I just want to try to help people get out there and try to get their thing going. So with that being said,
my PlayStation inclination, you still recommend me?
Not anymore though. You got your thing.
No, he's become full bot now.
I'm a bot.
He's a bot now because he got that full Xbox Africa background for when they was on the show earlier.
Oh my God. Stop that.
I keep forgetting to take that down.
He better take it down for IG and tear his ass up. He gonna find him looking for another job. Anyway, so let's go on to this man that's been sitting here looking
Windows
like
Central.
Right. Better hit up Jazz. This man has been sitting still, looking sad and pouting.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Loke, you really actually should hit up the Iron Lords, though, because they are looking for writers.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you should try to do that, too. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We'll do.
Yeah. I mean, this conversation can happen after the show.
Hold the phone.
Yeah.
Ham, you can get me through the back door, man. Come on. Don't be like this.
Be a man. Hit him up yourself. Anyways.
Here's a word that we learned that you never say backdoor on a podcast. Never say backdoor on a podcast.
We'll talk about it later. Go ahead, Megan.
Oh, good God almighty.
No, do not say backdoor, dude, on a podcast.
Come on, don't be like that. That's not what I meant.
Well, we don't know what you mean over there in Texas.
Megan tried to save you, Loke, and say, let's talk about it later. But
I'll talk about it later, but you kept on going.
Kind of nasty.
Yeah.
Speaking of Texas, someone told me about what is it called? The something Dixon line, and it ruined my entire night.
Mason Dixon.
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah.
That is dark.
No, man, you can't be country like that in Mozambique, whatever it is.
Did you say Mozambique? Man, come on, man. I don't want to supposed to be country. Come on now. Anyway, let's keep it moving. This is getting left. This man has been looking pretty. Depressed.
Don't start, man.
This man has been very depressed looking this whole time. I don't know why. He could be tired, but I think he's just tired of the brand that he's been representing for so long. And it's been failing him. Bro. I mean, he's been working hard, fighting hard to make PlayStation right again. He's fighting for his damn life. He's on his R. Kelly. Man, my main man. Dark Adamus. What's going on? What's happening with you, brother? What's going on, man?
These introductions are awful.
That's heartless. Why you gonna bring R. Kelly into this?
I'm here.
That's it, man. Do you not want to be here? Is that what's going on? You did show up, but man, how you feeling, brother? What's going on? Did you have a bad?
Seriously, are you okay?
Yeah, are you all right?
It's just a bad day.
Oh well, I'm sorry that you had a bad day.
Hopefully everything gets better, man. Damn.
Right? Yeah. Damn, man. Shit. Okay.
But hopefully, the podcast as it goes along, I'll get more and more
chipper.
You'll get more chipper. Okay. Well, we're
I
gonna.
feel that. I've had podcasts where I start off hot. So
Well, we're gonna start off with your topic. So the one that you just subscribed, so the one you brought up. So we'll talk about that first. But first we got to finish off, talking to the other guys on the. Yeah, we got to start getting some women back on here, man. I do miss the ladies, man. Good, I miss some ladies.
That pony in the corner.
I was just about to say that.
Nah, man, I'm not into animal ladies. I'm into real ladies. Come on now, stop it. Speaking of, let's go to this female pony over here. What's happening with you, Viper? What's going on?
Bigot talk. Animal ladies have rights as well, K-Mac.
Oh my God! Send them back to Africa, please.
Also, now from Africa. No more capping about Texas.
I've always said you was in Africa.
No. Them Texas dudes be on some different stuff, man. That's why us Oklahoma dudes be taking their women. But anyway, Viper, man, what's going on, man? Please save this show. Please save this show with a quick introduction so we get on.
I'm here too.
All right, excellent. Sir X-Man, you're here.
What's up? Yep.
What's going on, brother?
Not much, just chilling out.
All right. Okay, excellent. All right, well, let's get on to it with the very first topic, and this is what Dark presented, which I think is a really good topic. I'm sorry that I missed it because it would have been the first topic for sure, but I didn't go, like I said, I didn't go to sleep until 10 o'clock this morning and finish the Starfield. So, yeah, ridiculous. But you know, very ridiculous. But you're saying since the 3-year anniversary for both Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5 are coming up, what were some of your favorite games so far? Also, what are you looking forward to for the future? And let's talk about any problems that we may have or that we've had in these last 3 years with both. So, Dark, since you introduced that great question, I'm going to go ahead and let you go first on that, man. What do you think? Your thoughts?
I mean, games-wise, I've had a blast playing a ton of games this generation. I mean, so far, I really enjoyed Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. That was fun. I had a good time with what was it, Miles Morales as well. Had a good time with Cyberpunk 2077. Surprisingly, even though it had its problems, it's still one of my favorite games of this generation already. Still, you know, like, dude, I'm actually playing through it right now again, just because I wanna experience that glorious 2.0 update that they did. Pure greatness, man. They definitely have been, you know, they haven't really been on point, you know, with their you know, with the release of Cyberpunk, but at least, you know, they stuck to it and kept going and kept, you know, making it better and stuff. So that was nice. Trying to think what else, you know, Hogwarts Legacy. I mean, we got that this generation already. Like that was awesome. Absolutely phenomenal game. You know, thinking about all the games that we got this year, where it was just, you know, Hi-Fi Rush was one of them. You know, that was really good, man. I've just had a blast with this past 3 years of owning both an Xbox and a PlayStation. Just, you know, I have no, even a Nintendo Switch. You know, even having a Nintendo Switch, I forgot to mention. You know, the even though the Switch is what, and it's like 6th year or 7th year or something like that. It still produced a lot of great games, like, you know, Tears of the Kingdom. It produced, you know, Super Mario Bros. You know, the Super Mario Bros. Wonder. You know, it's produced a lot of great games, not only just this year but last year as well. You know, like Astral Chain, which was what, 2018, 2019, which was phenomenal. Just so many games, man. I mean, it's really hard to name them all because we just got so much. I think we've been spoiled this generation already, you know, with gaming, and not just on one side, but on all three sides, we've been spoiled with gaming. What I'm looking forward to for the future is just, you know, continue to bring out great games, man. You know, just continue to bring out, like, on all three sides. Just, you know, because I mean, not only did, you know, Xbox, you know, bring out some bangers this year, hopefully next year they bring out more, you know, and continue that ride going forward. Same thing with PlayStation, doing the same thing, bring out the same, you know, yeah, granted, they're going to be over the shoulder action adventure, third person games, yes, but those are what sell on that console, and I still enjoy those types of games. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they do next with a lot of the with that type of game. Um, I think the only thing that I can think of feature wise that I would like to see PlayStation do in the future is do like a quick resume like they do for Xbox. Because Xbox's quick resume is so handy, dude.
Yeah, it's
It's
dope.
so handy. It's really a like to think about the technology of doing that, like it must have they must have just been like, we can do that. Oh, okay. And they put it in the console, so it's just like it's awesome that they
Well,
did that. And
I think
hopefully,
people were requesting that. There was
were
people
they requesting it?
that
Was there
were requesting
request
that.
for that?
Yeah, yeah, and then
I
they,
didn't I didn't know if there was
yeah,
request for that or
yeah,
not.
yeah.
But yeah, man, I've had a blast these past 3 years with all three consoles, and looking forward to what they do next in the future. Um, the one things that I've had bad are just game crashes, man. Like game crashes on, especially on like the, because I mostly play on PlayStation 5, so I've had a lot of crashes on PlayStation 5. Um, almost to the almost to like not every game, but there are some games on there that I was like, damn, dude, like can we fix this?
Mm.
Cyberpunk, when I first played that had a ton of crashes. Like I
Now
think
you
it
was
crashed
playing that
like
on PlayStation, weren't you?
right. I
Okay,
was playing
okay,
that on
yeah.
PlayStation,
All right.
so that was on PlayStation. So everything that the has to do with the crashing is on PlayStation.
Mm.
I haven't had any crashes on Xbox, but that's only because I don't really play that much on Xbox. Um, but the crashes that I did have with a lot of the games, it was a lot of the games were the third party games. It wasn't really like their first party lineup or anything that
Mhm.
I've had problems with. So it was definitely, you know, it definitely hampers the experience here and there at times. So hopefully, in the future they can not have that happen. I don't know if it's just like an overheating issue or if it's just like what it is, but
Mhm.
the I think what I played Alan Wake. I think it was like last week. Alan Wake 2. I finished it, of course. I finished Alan Wake 2. It was a phenomenal game.
Mm.
Absolutely, hands down, like one of my favorite horror games this generation. Like
Impressive.
it's just so good. Um, Definitely 10 out of 10 for me.
Oh
10 out of
wow.
10 for me.
Oh wow.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it was that good. And then of course, I had a crash, even though I had that crash, I still give it a 10 out of 10 because it's just the story was just so good, man. The way that the characters interacted with each other in the game, it felt so very cinematic and very it just felt like really, and at moments it was terrifying, at
Oh,
moments.
well,
So
Remedy is really good at
they're good.
cinematics. They're great with cinematics,
They're
man.
good at that, man.
Yeah,
They are really good at that.
they are one of
I
my
did
favorite
have
developers.
there was some moments where it was a little weird at times, but um, yeah, getting back to the crashes, like having playing a game and then all of a sudden it crashes. That's just like, oh god, dude, it bothers me so much when that happens. Of course, I report it, of course, because when a game crashes on PlayStation, it'll give you the option to either report it, submit and report, and then it'll take a video clip of what happened, and it'll send it to PlayStation, and PlayStation will analyze that or whatever. So every time that happens to me, I always submit and report it because it, like honestly, it's happened more often than it should, and it's happened more often with this generation. And because when PS4 was out, I didn't have that many issues with games crashing. This generation, yeah, I've had I wouldn't say to the extent to where it doesn't make me enjoy the game. It's just
a nuisance.
I don't know. It's a nuisance, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good stuff. I do want to read this before I go to Loke on the same question. It's from Fly Dudes Entertainment 1. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, brother, man. He says, first time here. What up, y'all? He says, Yobi told me about your show a while back. Heard nothing but good things about y'all. Let's rock out. No doubt, man. No doubt. No doubt. Hey, anytime that you got a Friday night open, if you want to come on through and be a guest and want to talk with us, you just hit me up in the DMs. That's how we do it. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for coming through. Hope everybody else do the same thing, man. Come through, check us out, man, and listen to what we got to say, man. We like to have a lot of fun, and give each other a hard time, but you know what I'm saying. But it's all love, man. Everybody on this panel games, man. That's one thing that we do. We don't just talk about it; we actually do it. So appreciate you coming through. So, same question to you. Your thoughts about the 3 years, the good and bad and the ugly for you. About the big three, you know what I'm saying? Mostly what everybody mostly talks about is about, Xbox and PlayStation. But yeah, your thoughts about the 3 year, we're almost close to the 3 year anniversary for these consoles. Your thoughts?
I'm currently playing again Spider-Man, grinding through.
He had to show that. He had to show that damn big ugly ass controller. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Actually, it's not big. It's
no, it's not. It's not. It feels comfortable. It feels comfortable.
No, not really.
It's actually probably the more comfortable of the PlayStation controllers.
No,
for me,
it feels small and it hurts my fingers like this underside here. It literally hurts when I'm playing.
You're just not holding the controller right. That's what it is.
Sure. The Xbox controller feels better in my hands.
Oh,
no doubt.
Absolutely.
Anyways,
the Xbox controller is a clicky mess.
This thing don't click. This thing don't click. Now
is irritating.
Yeah. The clicking clacking.
The clicking of the controller is irritating.
I didn't really pay attention to the.
Listen to this.
I didn't really pay attention to the clicking until somebody brought it up. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. But this don't click.
It's only the D-pad that clicks.
This don't click.
Only the D-pad.
I literally just hit the buttons, dude. It's more than just the D-pad. What are you talking about?
Stop it. Cut the cap.
You can sit there and click these too. What?
No. Yeah. You know what? My wife has never woken up from me clicking on the buttons on my PlayStation controller. She's woken up from me clicking the buttons on the Xbox controller.
You tell him, Loke.
Let's move on. All right, let's move on. Overall, the Xbox controller is better. But the clicking is unforgivable. They need to stop that. Anyway, to the question, the Xbox, the Series X for me, it delivered what I thought it would, except for that one thing that me and Ham were arguing about last week. And we ended up going for like an extra hour on the show.
Don't do that, Loke. Don't do that here. You'll ruin yourself. You'll ruin. Don't do it.
Let's not do it. Point is, besides that specific point, the Xbox Series X has delivered everything I wanted and more. Me and my brothers we have felt truly overwhelmed with the amount of games, especially through Game Pass, that we've had access to. If I have to give a grade, I'm giving the Series X a 9 out of 10. Okay. The PlayStation 5, solid 6 out of 10.
Just stop it.
Solid.
Stop that. You stop
solid
that.
6 out of 10.
Damn,
you stop
Loke,
that. What are you doing, man?
What I've seen in the last few years, I expected more. I'm not going to lie.
He's only saying that because he couldn't play The Last of Us Part 1 because they wouldn't allow him to use his bank card.
That was God of War. That was God of War.
Oh, yeah.
That was
God of War.
Yeah, God of War.
Every game that he gets.
Also, Dark, is that not a reason to grade a console?
Listen,
Is that
listen,
unfair?
listen. It's
that
not.
unfair?
Listen, it's. I don't care. It's hard to get. I guess a good banking system over there in Mozambique, Texas. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Way to deflect, brother. Way to deflect. Well done. You would make a good lawyer.
Oh my god!
I have to say. But going back to my ratings, I would give it a solid 6 out of 10. I haven't felt what I was supposed to feel with the PS4, because with the PS4 I felt proper FOMO. With the Series A, with the PS5, the only thing I wanted was to play a PS4 game, which is Ghost of Tsushima. That was the one game that made me be like, I need to get a PlayStation as soon as possible. And now that I've played it, I'm playing through Spider-Man 2018 again, and it's a good experience, but it's not something that makes me sit there and be like, oh, this is like can't miss stuff. Whereas Xbox, on the other hand, for me at least, they've given me that experience.
Man, how the tides is turned.
Horizon, stop it. Horizon, Forza Horizon, not Horizon Zero Yawn. Forza, I'm talking about Horizon. Forza Horizon 4.
I mean, I agree with him on that. Actually, to be honest, I agree
What is going on? This is a Twilight.
Zero
full moon.
Listen, Horizon. People kiss Horizon's ass so bad, but it's not really that great of a game.
Had some ass.
It really isn't.
I like Horizon Forbidden West. I mean, not Forbidden West. I haven't played for that. I like.
It's okay. Yeah, it's good.
I like it. Yeah.
But here's the thing: is it a game that you would actually go back to and play again?
Oh no! After I beat it, no, I don't want to.
Exactly.
I don't want to go back to it. But yeah, it was
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's for me. That's how I grade a lot of single player games. I remember I'm the guy that half of my personality is Metal Gear Solid, 0 online. But I could replay those games 10 times, no problem. So I don't have a problem with the first person offerings. It's just that they've been so okay that it's like you play this, you uninstall it, and you move on with your life. There's nothing special or seminal about what has been presented.
That's fair.
Even Ghost of Tsushima that I personally feel is the closest to a masterpiece. I only played twice. Played it twice.
Yeah.
And then I moved on with my life.
I can feel that.
There's nothing special. I want something special. I want something that grips me, not by the heartstrings, but something that grips me by the short and curlies. Something visceral. I haven't felt that.
The short and curlies, huh?
Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, so anything positive about the PlayStation? Because I mean, I know it just hasn't. You gave it a 6 out of 10. It's still a positive score in a sense.
Yeah, it's a positive. Dude, 6 is good, man.
Yeah. 6 is good. Okay.
That's what IGN said. 6 is good.
Ooh, wow. Okay. All right. I don't know if y'all can see this because I got man hands. I don't know about you Burger King little small Whopper hand guys on this panel. But I almost choked to death on this big.
You got fingers like a sausage, bro.
Wait, this sausage?
Yeah, look at that. Look at that sausage fingers.
There's nothing. When this thing goes across your face, and I grab that fat ass chipmunk face of yours, you're gonna say, "Damn, I made a mistake here." I got Kawhi Leonard hands.
You two need to have a slap competition. That's what I don't think.
Okay, so let's see your hands. Let's see your hands. Let's see your hands. Dart, show your hands. Now, what?
You sound like a cop.
Look at this.
Let's see your hands.
Let's see hands. Look at
I know, right? Like he's busting out the door. Let me show you. Show me your hands, goddamn it.
Ham, show them hands. Show them hands, man. Let's see. You was talking about your hands. Don't stop the cap. Look at you. Put them hands up.
Are we all supposed to put our hands up?
Yeah, put your hands up. Put your hands up. Sucker, put your hands up. Anyway.
Can you see my hands?
Just like a Texan. Just like a Texan. Anyway,
I know.
Let me go to Sir X-Man next. Sir X-Man, your thoughts about the 3 years? What's going on with you, Dreadpool? Glad to be you coming through. Say what's up, man. Got to get you on the show sometime, brother.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be great. But anyway, Sir X-Man, I was just gonna say I almost choked on this lemon seed. This is a big ass lemon seed. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. This isn't ice. And just because with my quick abilities, I saved myself from having a disaster on the show.
Bro, you are not a cat. You are not a cat.
Bro,
Get out of here.
You might need a lemon seed to pick up that roach, man.
This is a lemon seed.
If anything, you are a Mexican hairless. That's what you are.
Oh my God, stop it. But anyway, Sir X-Man, your thoughts about the 3 years, man? This is a disaster. This show has gone down the tubes.
I can see the resemblance. Like if you look closely.
Look closely. Go ahead.
I think both of them had a decent 3 years. They've had their ups and downs in between these 3 years, especially with newer consoles after they, abruptly jump to the next generation. But, one's going in one direction, one's going in another direction. The only difference that I see is both of them had years lost. Last year was Xbox. This year is Sony's lull year. So, it comes in spurts in all consoles, all generations. It does go like that. But my feeling is that, to be honest, both of them will get themselves together eventually. But getting yourself together, it depends on what path you're going to take.
People being too nice on this topic. But go ahead.
K-Mega doesn't like that answer.
I don't. I do not. I want some slander. But go ahead.
I know you do. But I don't want none of these consoles to go anywhere. I want both of them to survive until the next generation.
The man that says Sony's on corporate warfare.
Oh, they still on corporate welfare.
Okay. But, I just want to make that point. Okay.
But they need to course correct if they want to get off of that. Okay. And that's the truth. Just like everybody was worried about Microsoft last year or a few years back saying Microsoft is messing up. They course corrected, from the previous generation, and now they're doing good things. They've all had good games for their systems. I give them that. But eventually we're going to get, hopefully the next few years, we're going to get into generations where both of them are bringing out games that are different and are high, top notch. Like Dark said, the only thing I'm tired of are bugs in these games.
You can consider crashes as bugs, right?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, crashes should be bugs.
I mean, it's technically different, but but it's all the same thing. It's
still a problem of you and when you're immersed in the game and then something happens. It's still
especially a first-person shooter, right? Like when you're playing a first-person shooter, you're pretty much like completely immersed, and then like all of a sudden it just crashes on you. It's just like
especially when a game costs $70 to $100.
Yeah,
that's when it's really messed up. But back to my general point, they're going to get better. It's new technology. Technology is moving faster than these gaming consoles. That's the problem. And I look forward to the future of these guys. We don't need to see no new consoles right now because they still got to deal with what they have. There's no need for another console for another generation yet. You've got plenty of time. You've upgraded from the last generation of Xbox One and PS4. Ride it out. But this market is scary on both sides, man. It is. And one person wants to go for the economic thing to make people play where they want to play, and one person wants to stick where they want to stick in their older ways. and either way, something's gonna give, either direction on both sides. So I'm just, like I said, I'm just hoping for the best. It's been a decent 3 years on both sides, and they are innovating in their own different way. And I just hope they get to the same page and innovate at the same time. Get to the same level of innovation. Now on Sony side, I just don't like the way they've been treating their people the past 3 years. That's the only part I don't like about what they're doing. So until they get over that, where they can be more competitive, but be more economical for the consumer, then I'll start, giving more praise for them and in that direction. Other than that, that's about it.
Okay. All right, look, I don't know if you're watching the gameplay. I don't know what you might be. You said you was watching. You was playing Spider-Man, but I'm showing my gameplay of me playing Tekken 8, and I show me losing a match to this one PlayStation guy. I can't wait to find him again.
Spider-Man, it might crash. Don't pause it.
Stop that. but I'm not. But now I'm playing an Xbox guy. I'm just playing some really good matches against some people. But that first match, I want to play against that PlayStation guy. That was some really fun match. I was standing up. I was so excited. It was really fun because a lot of those PlayStation dudes, I was whooping their ass. But
K-Mega just confirmed that Xbox dudes suck at video games. That's what it is.
Is that the case? Because I show my wins and losses. You know what I'm saying? And you'll see me thrashing a PlayStation dude right after me playing a real.
I can't
Xbox
show my
game
wins
right
and losses because I don't play multiplayer games.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. You play on easy, and every win that you get is the PlayStation.
Play on easy. Oh man.
But no, I'm so excited.
Play on baby ass baby mode.
You play on crap gamer mode? What?
No.
Anyway, let's keep it moving, man. I got to go to Viper on this one next, man. I really do appreciate this because I'm going to get messy, not on this topic, but here afterwards. Viper, your thoughts about the 3 years between PlayStation, Nintendo, and Sony. Your thoughts of the success, but I know it's mostly about the 3 years between PlayStation and Xbox.
God,
your thoughts?
Messy.
Sorry, before Viper goes in,
yeah.
K-Mega, are you playing as Jin or Hwoarang?
I'm playing as Hwoarang.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. I play with everybody. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I just like Logan. He just acts like man doing something wrong for K-Mega.
That is fine.
For me, it's like Hwoarang or Eddie. And
Eddie.
And Steve,
I'll take Eddie.
It's like if you're using those guys.
So you like the cheap ass characters?
Oh, I play with everybody. No, this was just me playing with anybody. I mean, my main is June. Or in Kazuya, so you know what I'm saying, in Zayu. So I mean,
I'm using Kazuya. That's my main.
Okay, but I'll move
good
up.
characters.
But my main is June.
Like these guys do.
Y'all got 2 more months to talk about Tekken when it comes out.
I can't, man. I'm thirsty. I'm so thirsty. I
hope it doesn't come out until 2025, just so that I can just.
No, it's already. That shit's already pre-ordered. I'm waiting for that statue. Anyway, I'm sorry, Viper. Go ahead, brother. Your thoughts about the 3 years, man.
All right, my thoughts about the 3 years of this console generation. Well, first I got to start with the negatives that I've been seeing for both sides. The fact that developers are choosing to not develop properly and use the tools that they were given. That's upsetting to me. And it happens on both sides, but it looks like it's happening disproportionately to the Xbox. I also didn't like the fact that when Microsoft released the console, didn't have a first-party game to go with it. I definitely did not like that. I also didn't like the fact that Sony decided to up the prices to $70. And it's like, what was your reasoning behind that? I mean, they wanted to give their bullshit answer, but I know my reasoning as a consumer. I did not like it, and I know a lot of other people didn't like it either. I didn't like the fact that Sony and Microsoft both raised the prices of the consoles around the world, except for the United States. Um, everybody else, I don't. I'm not going to be one of those people in America that says, "Oh, it's not happening to me, so I don't care." No, it's for gamers as a whole. If you're getting screwed over, it's going to happen to us sooner or later. And I don't want nobody screwed over when it comes to the gaming business. This is an expensive hobby, I understand. But if there's a price that's already out there, that's the price you should be at. You should not be raising the price in the middle of the generation for hardware or even software. Okay. So that's what I have in terms of some of the negatives. Also, this whole thing with the PlayStation VR. I was really upset with Sony not making it available on PC because I would have actually gotten it on PC. Um, that was a big loss for them, and VR right now is failing as it should.
He said as it should. Damn. So messy.
Well, the whole point is to cater to the player, and I feel like they're not really catering to the player.
Exactly. Yes, you were right,
only good for them, even though they know they're getting some of their bread buttered over on PC. Why are you picking and choosing how you getting your bread buttered? It's weird.
Right. Yes, I agree. The whole push for Sony to go with the 12 games as a service, and now they're cutting back on it to now 6. That's just too much. Do one at a time and see how it goes. Do not do 12 all of a sudden and then just flood the market. You're gonna fail that way. So that's another negative that I see. Um, in terms of what Xbox is doing, uh, the last negative that I would mention is they did not pick up certain studios before they were sold off. And you know where I'm going with this. Crystal Dynamics, Eidos Montreal. And he messed up the cameras again. Oh boy.
It's that Wakanda, Texas internet, man. I'm telling you, that internet.
Just continue because he'll be popping up. He's still wide awake, so he'll continue. He'll pop back in.
Right. So, yeah. So, in terms of they didn't get Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal when they had the chance. Obviously, they were going through the ABK thing, and that was taking way too long too. But Square decided they wanted to sell it to somebody else, and so they sold it to Embracer. But I'm hoping that by next year they get Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal. Now for the good things that have happened. Series X and S, they have truly changed the game. The fact that the quick resume is in there, that's actually a very good thing. The what was the thing? Let's see, quick resume. Oh, what's the thing with the smart delivery? There we go. That's what I'm thinking about. Smart delivery was another good thing that they came up with, that they innovated on. The fact that they have the entire, well, not the entire, but they have Xbox 360, Xbox One as backwards compatible on the machines. I have 4 generations of games on my system right now. The fact that I can go into developer mode and I can play emulated games on the Series X and the Series S and have better quality on the system of these emulated games than what it originally was at. So I love emulating those games. And yes, you can play PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation 4 games on the Series X and S through emulation. You can play any console that's out there, like all the way back to the Atari, the old Atari. So that's one good thing. The thing that I can say good about Sony, because I'm not trying to be SC just yet, but the one good thing that I see with Sony was, I would have to say, I'm trying to think here.
Oh, come on, bro.
I can't even think of one good thing. I'm sorry.
Come on now, bro. Come on, man. Don't do that.
That's because you don't own it. That's why you don't. So you can't really. You can't really. I mean, I'm just being. Can't really talk on it because he doesn't own one.
Right, I don't know what, but I was trying to think of something too.
You knew exactly what you was doing.
That man, messy as hell, boy.
But anyway, no, but no, I think with the way that the direction is going for both consoles, I do see big things for both. I do see that Sony is still going in a bad direction with a lot of the stuff that they were doing, but hopefully somebody can steer the ship properly, because I still want to see competition. I still want to see Sony do good, even though I can't stand Sony as a company, but I still want to see them do good, because if you only got one person in the game, then it's going to be bad for all gamers. So for the gaming public as a whole, the competition needs to be there. There needs to be the back and forth of who's going to win, who's going to lose, who's going to come back with a vengeance. We need that in the gaming industry, so that way we can keep these companies in check. And other than that, that's it. I'll pass it on to you, K Mega.
All right, Ham Solo, your thoughts, brother?
Man, I'm not gonna be all messy like y'all, man. God damn.
Everybody was pretty positive except for Viper. Viper was the only negative one, actually. Which
What?
You gonna say Loke wasn't? Hold on.
That's right. Yes, Loke was, and Loke just texted me, told me that it was a power outage. So in Mozambique, Texas, hell, that might not ever come back on. Until,
I mean, yeah, they go out every 5 minutes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, them cows out there in Mozambique Mozambique, Texas, man, they don't run fast. So they anyway.
Oh man, you trying to say that they run on cows? Oh man.
Mozambique, Texas, man, he's a country boy. Anyway, so let's keep it moving. Hopefully if he comes back in, he'll come back in and I'll fix the cameras. I've gotten pretty quick on trying to fix it and save my damn life. But anyway, regardless of that, Ham, your thoughts, brother?
So I'll go with the PlayStation first.
Okay.
It's weird because both of these consoles kind of took an opposite step, in my opinion. So it felt like, since I'm going with the PlayStation first, the PlayStation, when I bought it, it was like an A for me. And I was like, man, this is great. New controller, new UI that I'm not, super familiar with. So this is nice too. A game already on it, Miles Morales, a lot of good stuff. And then as time kind of elapsed, the score started to kind of change a little bit for me. So Ratchet and Clank was pretty good, but it wasn't great. Horizon Forbidden West, meh. Gran Turismo, a better version of meh. And
God.
The reason it's not just like a complete meh is just because like I really do like the way they implemented the controls on Gran Turismo. I think that they need to keep that for future games. Like that was really good. I hope to see that in other car games, and I hope they make more than one type of car game for PlayStation first party, because it'd be nice to see them get in the ring with Forza Horizon, and you see Ubisoft has their Motorfest. That game is hot. PlayStation, y'all used to have that type of stuff, but you don't anymore, right? So and then continued on, it started to look a little bit brighter. You started to get God of War back in there. We got Spider-Man 2 back in there. But like I bought the PS5, like with the thought process of, man, I've missed a whole lot and I don't want to miss anything anymore from them. And it feels like a big kind of gap in between when I use my PS5. Um, and the thing is once I buy a game from them, I play the hell out of it, just like I would for an Xbox game. I paid $300 for Starfield. Guess what? I played the hell out of it. I'm still playing. I'm playing it right now. Like that kind of stuff like sticks. Diablo, very sticky game, right? PlayStation doesn't have not one sticky game. Not one sticky game for me, I guess. Some people could say Ghost of Tsushima has a good multiplayer and whatnot. That's fine.
It does.
But I'm not into multiplayer that deep. I wanted like a sticky game that's like gonna be something like a Starfield or something like a Ark or whatever. Just something to remind me why I'm turning this on and I can't get off of it for hours. And I feel like I just haven't had that. So it went from an A when I first got it because I was just so like wowed by it. And now up to now, 3 years in, I'd have to say it's a B minus.
Okay. That's still a good score. Yeah.
Xbox, on the other hand, came out, not gonna lie. It had some of the new stuff in it, and that was cool. But the rollout was kind of C plus. Because like it was like I have all these new cool things. Quick resume is nice, the what is it called? The thing
Smart
that
delivery.
smart delivery,
The
thank you.
smart
Smart
delivery, yeah.
delivery was dope because it was like I don't have to pay twice for a game, especially if it supports smart delivery. Um, so that was really nice, but it was just like, all right, well, I bought this and I see the PlayStation. I have a game downloaded on it already. For this, I'm just downloading the games that I had on my Xbox One X kind of and playing them at either a faster load speed through each game or maybe they up-res some of it. As the time kind of gone on, it got better and better, but it kind of was like up and down, up and down, up and down in both consoles, really. So I would I would lay Xbox where it is right now with how they kind of transformed themselves a little bit. And this year specifically has been really good with games. And it looks like the next year is going to continue with that trend. Right now, it's just edging out my PS5 with a B. I'm going to give it a solid B right now
A B.
because it's just like you got some good games, but the one thing that keeps me from wanting to give it a B plus or even an A at all is like I just need some consistency now. I need you to really like buckle down and just continuously give me more stuff through this game because Game Pass has been excellent. I almost want to give it a B plus because of Game Pass, right? But I feel like I just need to see just a little bit more from them to be able to give it that high praise. And I really actually think after next year, if they somehow manage to come out with Fable and Hellblade in the same year,
Oh, it's
it's
fire.
probably
Oh,
gonna
it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
it's probably gonna be an A.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
If PlayStation manages to come out with just a new AAA game and then another banger, then I'd be happy to raise it up to from a B minus to a B plus. I just need one good kind of like I said earlier. It sounds weird, but one good kind of sticky game, right? That just keeps me around, and I'd really like to see just something new from them that's kind of wow. Like whether it's a like not wow the game, but like that just like big time and cool to see
Right.
Something that kind of gets you off your feet excited, like Starfield did. You know
I
what I mean?
think
Where it was
I think
like,
a Soul
I don't.
Aside will be that game that will be very cool to play. I don't know how many people will get into it at PlayStation, but that is a game that's on my radar heavy. That's
I
going to
just
have
think
some
it'd
really
be cool
cool
to see
adventures.
PlayStation have something that's where they're just like, man, like there's just a lot of people playing this, and it lasts more than a month. That a lot of people are playing this. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
you look at Steam numbers or anything for any game that comes to PC from PlayStation, it's hot for a little bit, but then it just like completely falls off a few months later. It's just like, where's Last of Us on the Steam charts or any of that stuff? And I'm not saying that, hey, like comparing it to Xbox or anything. I'm just saying, like, flat out, like, what game on PlayStation are people consistently turning on that you can only play over there?
All right. I just want to show you guys this deadly lemon right here. All these damn seeds in it, these big ass seeds that's been trying to kill me. I'm like, man, another seed, and I'm like, what? So these things got like, and there's another one in my water that's like bigger than the rest of these. Like, man, what the hell did they, man? Damn, Sonic, y'all tripping? Y'all over here trying to take a brother out, man. All these big ass seeds. Good grief! Like, I mean, damn. Hey, anyway, freshly cut. They must have pulled it right off the tree. Anyway, for me, I'll be really quick on this one. I think I do not have a PlayStation 5, right? I've played on the PlayStation 5. But with that being said, I mean, I think that it's definitely a quality console. Looking over what PlayStation has delivered games-wise, started off really strong. And what it reminds me of, and I know that and there will be some people that kind of look crazy on this or whatever, but it reminds me of last gen between Xbox and PlayStation, where PlayStation had a much stronger lineup and the start of the gen and faltered off, while Xbox didn't have the great start. They had some cool games that came out, but not anything that what PlayStation came out with at their launch. And on top of that, I think it was more of the case of Xbox was trying to get people presented to their features because they did such a poor job last gen on trying to get people acclimated to their features. I think that they wanted to try to give people with backwards compatibility, the smart delivery, and show the enhancements of the console itself and what it does. And they already knew that they didn't have a strong lineup going up against Sony and that end. It has been 2021 for PlayStation, 2020 for PlayStation, 2021 for Xbox, 2022 for PlayStation, 2023 for Xbox, right? But overall, though, the remasters and the director's cuts just isn't the same to me. I do not put those games in that same regard as new IPs or new games that come out. And allies are talking about how I'm excited for A Soul Aside. That game is still going to. That game is pretty much it's a faster version or a kind of different twist of Final Fantasy 16, and they have too many games like that already. Like, I mean, if Final Fantasy 16 was more like traditional old school Final Fantasy, or a little bit more like Final Fantasy 7, then that would be cool. But when you bring out Final Fantasy 16 the way that you are, and then you're going to bring out Soul Aside, it's going to be the same. And then, you look at this gameplay of Forspoken, and then and then there's going to be another Final Fantasy coming out in the beginning of the year. And I mean, they got too much of the same They need something different. And I don't know, since, we'll talk about it a little bit later, but I don't know. But long story short, I mean, I'm giving PlayStation overall for the last 3 years, I'm giving PlayStation a B. And I'm giving, and Ham, I'm agreeing with you, I'm giving Xbox a B+. Because if the 2023 is so stellar for Xbox, I know this is going to sound crazy because of how bad Xbox 2022 was, but Game Pass sold, saved Xbox 2022. But at least Xbox had games on 2022 that was delivered through Game Pass. PlayStation doesn't have that. What are we listening to at the end? Who's playing that? Viper. I'm listening to all that.
Oh.
Come on, man. Anyway, so anyway, that's just what I was saying. Like, man, it's one of those things where it's I don't know. Because of the beginning of the generation, PlayStation had a better year. I mean, was better. But I just think now, since Xbox has had such a fantastic 2023, PlayStation's had such a bad 2023. And I don't know what 2024 is going to look like for PlayStation. It's going to look better, but does it going to look significantly better than Xbox's 2023 from 2022? That's my point on it. So it's just a slight edge. It's close. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. Let's move on. I'm going to skip the COD conversation, and if we got time to get back to it, we will. But I got to get to the Spider-Man thing. I've been waiting and itching, and I'm not going to let it slide. I'm not going to let it slide. And listen, I told you guys I got a Rolodex of fuckery, and I'm pulling it out right now, and I'm going through and checking the list. Now, somebody who just came up. No. Now, somebody who just came up on the show a couple of weeks ago, that gentleman told us that Spider-Man 2 was going to outsell or have more players than Starfield by the 14 days. And listen, I got to look at the poll. I got to look at this poll, pause. And my question was, did Spider-Man 2 sales meet your expectations? 59% so far is saying no. And ladies and gentlemen, hit that like and hit that like button. Hit that. Well, I'm not smiling. I'm just talking, man. I'm a happy guy. I'm just a happy guy.
Smiling.
Look at that smile. I'm a happy guy.
Are you?
Man. I'm a big jolly happy man. I just that's just what it is.
You see, he's smiling and he can't stop licking his lips. Like,
I know.
Man,
well, because
he's looking like Viper did when El Boogie came on. That's what he's looking like right now.
I mean, listen. I'm going right back to you on this one, Ham, because I said this, and so I just got to make this point. I'll be quick. Once it comes back around to me, I'm going to be nasty. I'm going to be nasty with it. Because I got to get Dark. I got to ask Dark this whole, and you too. So that's why I'm going back to you, Ham, on this one. But let's just be real. For me, I agree with the majority of the people here. It didn't meet expectations. This is a sequel to PlayStation. This is and look how many people were talking about how thirsty they were for PlayStation's first IP. And this is Spider-Man. Bro, Spider-Man. This is a big title. So for me to see this game get 5 million, which shout out to Insomniac, these are great numbers. These are great numbers. Nobody's trying to deflate the 5 million. But what I'm deflating is how big is how the stands come out and try to make their games. And like I told King Thrash, like I told Dark, like I told the rest of these PlayStation, Porter Rock and J-Dub and all the rest, like I tried to explain to them, you better get these PlayStation people to start buying these games. Because you can't talk about Starfield and Starfield mollywop, dog walked, player count wise. Then what? And listen, is it because of what PlayStation does? Absolutely. PlayStation went ahead and did the dumb shit that they've been doing, trying to think like what Sir X-Man said before, that they're still trying to go by those old ways, that people, because they buy this PlayStation console, that they're going to buy the games. They don't. They're not buying them like that. 5 million in what? You know what I'm saying? Over about a month? And that's great numbers again, but that's not the expectations.
That was 5 million in 11 days, dude.
That was not 5 million in 11 days, brother.
Yes, it was, bro.
Was it 5 million in 11 days? 5 million in 11 days?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. 5 million in 11 days. How many did Starfield had? How many players they have in 11 days?
I don't know that.
Okay. Of
There
course
was
you
6
don't.
million in the first day and 11 million.
I'm just telling you.
I got you. Okay. So I'm just saying a month. I'm just
giving you accurate information. Trying to make it sound like I'm trying to.
I'll give you some more accurate information.
Thank you. Thank you, Viper.
Spider-Man 2 was not the fastest selling game for PlayStation.
It was not.
Still goes to God of War, which was 10 million in 1 week. And what did Spider-Man do in 11 days? 6 million. Boy, what was it?
5 million. 5 million. Stop giving them an extra million. Stop doing that. Stop doing that.
Okay,
so,
no, because you wait. One more thing. Don't forget, probably about 2.6 million of that was the actual game sales, while the rest of it was bundles.
Okay.
We'll
they didn't even.
We'll count bundles. It doesn't matter.
Did they even have bundles?
Yeah, they
had, but they didn't have 2.5 million bundles, dude.
How do you know?
They had way less than that.
Okay.
You sure about that?
You sure?
Oh, I'm pretty sure about that. Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
okay. All right. Well, again,
I almost guarantee you most of the people that bought Spider-Man didn't get it in a bundle.
How many PlayStation 5s is out there in the wild right now, sir?
45 million.
Okay.
Somewhere around there.
All right. And, all right. Okay.
And how many Xboxes are out there? Only 23.
No,
28,
28, something like that.
No, 21.
No, it's
actually, no, there's only 21. I just checked it.
Okay.
There's only 21 million.
Okay. Well, 11 million players to 5 million players. That's all I know. Okay, so Ham, please, and you.
That's not even 5 million players. That's 5 million games sold, dude. That's not even. You can't correlate 4 or 5 million players.
So hold on, wait a minute. So
each game is $70. So you'd have to.
Here we go.
That's more than 5 million players, dude.
I'm gonna tell you this: there was 6 million people that was on early access for that game. Okay, so 6 million people, and then by the time it released, you had up to 11 million people playing that game day one. So yes, there were some sales beforehand, before it even released.
I mean, and then this is going to this point. Spider-Man is not even in the top. Is not in the top. What 5, 10 in UK? Since y'all like to talk about UK scores, I mean, like their polls and their like their list, and then you of course it ain't on Steam, which is another stupid move, like I've been trying to say about Sony. But when you look at this and you see how long it took before Starfield dropped out of the top 20, come man, stop it. Out of the top 20 on Steam. We're not even talking about, and those people had to buy it. They bought it. So anyway, Ham Solo, your thoughts about this? And please talk about the whole Miles Morales controversy that's going on, because I know you and Dark played the game and beat it. I don't know anything about it, but I just need to know why people are getting upset because of the direction of where they're trying to go with the game. I mean, I think Miles Morales is playing both games, Miles Morales was a much more entertaining character to play with. But what's this controversy with that, and then the whole situation with these sales? Did they meet your expectations?
I'm actually going to talk about the whole Miles Morales thing first and just get that out of the way.
All right.
The whole whine and complaint behind Miles Morales is overblown and stupid. And I don't have any problem with him being the head guy, the Spider-Man. He was clearly he was clearly just in my opinion, just better to play with throughout the game. Like the symbiote thing, dope. Don't get me wrong, that was really cool. But like as consistency, I just felt like Miles Morales was a little bit easier just to run around and play with, and also to get some of the stuff done around the map. And he had, for the most part, I'd say better side missions as well. In my opinion, I thought some of Peter's side stuff was a little silly. Don't get me wrong, Miles has some silly stuff too.
Mm.
That I didn't really absolutely love. But yeah, I think that's silly. Miles Morales was always a piece of Spider-Man's history before this game came out. It's not a big deal that he's continuing on with the legacy. I felt like they could have did Peter better.
Yep.
I felt like they could have did Peter better in that game because I felt like he kind of went out in I don't know. I felt like he kind of went out on the same tone as Spider-Man 2018, where it was like you're good, but it's like like your time has elapsed.
Hmm.
And I don't know. I felt like the way that they kind of told that last bit of the story was a little rush, but whatever. It's fine. I still had a really good time playing the game. Um, as for my expectations or happiness with the game, how did you want me to answer that?
Yeah, like I mean, it's just like
got into it.
did Spider-Man meet your expectations sales wise?
Sales wise,
yeah, did it sell what you thought that it was going to sell? Like your projections of it. Like, I mean, when you had so many people tell us that on this show and on social media and everywhere else of how much this game was going to rake, it did rake. But did you think that it would have been more sold than what happened between the 11 days?
Okay, so I think it sold fine. I don't think it like sold something too crazy or as crazy as I thought it was going to, I guess. I still think it did like incredible, but keep in mind, I think a lot, and I've told you this before, K-Meg, I think you'll really understand how Spider-Man sits with PlayStation after the holiday. I feel like it's kind of a little too early to be like, that's it. Like what they have, that 5 million in that short amount of time, that's it. That's the big bump. I feel like the holiday season will really let you know the the atmosphere around Spider-Man and the PlayStation 5, which I personally think it's going to be fine. And I think it's going to be good because keep in mind they're going to be tossing out the new version of the console here shortly, which has been super duper hard to pick up on. If you've been looking at the numbers in like Japan and some of these other places, like they're out of stock for this stuff because they're waiting for the new shipment to come out for the newer edition of the PS5. And with that happening and people being able to get those PS5s during the holiday season, you're going to see Spider-Man be the game that people are trying to purchase, in my opinion. Also, I mean, it's not going to step in front of something like Call of Duty. I mean, Call of Duty is
Okay. I was just
the
like,
game
what?
that most people, in my opinion, are probably going to get for the holiday season.
Yeah,
Like, let's keep
okay.
it a buck, right?
Yeah, keep that a buck.
But I think Spider-Man will be. I feel like they dropped it just in time to be able to discount it then for Black Friday. So it doesn't like because me and Matt were talking about this last night, and I'm like, man, they dropped Call of Duty fairly close to Black Friday. It's gonna be weird to see, or maybe I was talking to you about that.
You were talking to me about that last night, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, they dropped that pretty close to the holiday season. It's gonna be interesting to see what price they end up trying to figure out for Modern Warfare 3. seeing that they dropped it so close. I'm sure they'll drop it down to like 50 or something like that. But
They ain't gonna
Spider-Man, I'd
drop it at
expect
all.
to for sure be at like $50
Oh, it's gonna get dropped for
for
Black
like
Friday. It will for sure.
for just like that Black Friday week, and then it'll go back up to 70. But I think that will be a big deal for Sony and Spider-Man. I just like it's hard for me to say I personally expected them to do better when I know as a parent and as many people like to do during this time of year is it's just like, man, I really want to buy that right now, but with Black Friday right around like I'm in the process of getting a new TV, right? I'm like I already know the TV that I want to get, but the thing is I even called up Best Buy. I was like, how much longer is this sale going on? And they're like, till the 25th, but if we drop the prices any lower, we'll honor it until January, blah blah blah, because that's the refund policy or whatnot. I feel like a lot of people are just like me, where they're like, all right, well, if it's gonna be a little cheaper around Black Friday, oh wait, I'll just I'd rather save myself the 20 extra bucks and have just as much fun and just deal with what I have for right now. So could it be better? Sure, but it's not like they dropped it when Hogwarts dropped. I feel like if they dropped it when Hogwarts dropped and all we had was these numbers, then I'd be like, yeah, I agree with you.
Okay, so that's a great point. Before I move on to Viper on this one, let's say Spider-Man came out at the same time that Hogwarts. Which game? Well, Hogwarts would because it would be on everything.
Man,
but
Hogwarts would. I don't know. Maybe.
You think Hogwarts would have dog walked it? Okay, see, that's what I'm trying to. I'm trying to make
just
a point
because it's
here.
a fresh Nate game and everybody and there's a lot of Harry Potter fans. I mean, Spider-Man's bigger probably than Harry Potter, but this is the first Harry Potter game in like a long time.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll get back to. There's a point
Spider-Man's
to my
not
third
big
party
in the
first
game
party
world
as well. So yeah,
and that's I'm saying, and again, but anyway, so Viper, this situation, both, if you want to kind of touch on the whole Miles Morales thing, you can. It's kind of touchy type of subject, but the whole expectations with the PlayStation, with the Spider-Man 2 sales, did you expect it to sell more? Or do you think that that's kind of like where it was going to be? And, like I said, the Miles Morales thing, what's your thoughts?
Okay, so I actually thought that I thought it was going to be more DLC. That's honestly what I thought. It's trying to cap or trying to be a fanboy or anything like that. I thought it was going to be more DLC.
You say that with Miles your picture in the background, but go ahead.
Miles Morales was truly DLC for the Spider-Man 2018. Okay. And basically Spider-Man 2 is just another add-on to that. So I didn't think that it was going to appeal to too many people. Now, granted, maybe after the end of next year, maybe they might say that, oh, they've already sold up to 20 million. Well, that's good. Good for them, because the first one sold about 20 million after a certain amount of time. The issue with Miles Morales. Okay. I'm okay with Miles Morales taking the banner of Spider-Man. That's what he does in the comics. The one thing I didn't like was the fact that the way they wrote Spider-Man out, or wrote Peter Parker out, was extremely stupid. And I know I don't know if you want me to mention the company, but the company who was contracted to write the story for the game, they're full of shit, because they do have an agenda. And I was disappointed when I saw what was going on with that. And when I actually looked up the company, the fact that they have their hands in so many games, they have their sticky fingers in God of War Ragnarok. They have it in Alan Wake 2. Um, they had it in some other major name games, and it's the way that they're writing the stories is just kind of horrible. Um, I know that they kind of put not a strike, but they flagged Griffin's Gaming's channel when he spoke about them. So I'm not gonna mention the name on your channel so you don't get flagged. Um, so it's kind of a mixed bag, and then plus with all of the bugs day one and how the people reviewing the games were just trying to give it all tens. And I'm like, wait a minute, though. Wait a minute. You saw the ending and you like that ending, but now when other people get the chance to play it and they see the ending and they don't like it, your score really does not make sense. The score of the 10 out of 10 definitely does not make sense for Spider-Man. So now we are seeing how the media is paid off by Sony to give them high scores for their games, because with the terrible writing that they did for to get Peter out of there to make Miles the lead, that was bad. The way that they had the Mary Jane missions, how she is so overpowered, that was another bad thing. Um, yeah, I saw that this was going to be a shit show, and I think you're going to see some more backlash from some more people later on, because there's going to be other people who play this game and they're going to say, no, I don't like this. I don't like the direction that they're going. I mean, yes, Miles Morales should be Spider-Man because in the comics, there's different versions. Peter either loses Mary Jane by through death, or Peter dies. There's different ways that they could have done it, where he hangs up the mantle of Spider-Man and hands it over to Miles Morales, or either they should have killed him off, and then it gets handed over to Miles Morales. But the way they did it, come on, that's just horrible.
Interesting. Okay. Sir X-Man, your go, man.
Yes.
The whole expectations with the Spider-Man 2 sales, and your thoughts about the whole Miles Morales, I guess, eventually taking the mantle, and how some people are having a problem with it.
Well, 50 million PlayStation 5s in the wild.
45.
48, I thought.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's
whatever.
45 to 45 to 50, yeah.
I just rounded it off.
Mm-hmm.
And it was supposed to be your biggest game of the year. Everybody's supposed to be hyped for a 17 to 30-hour game. That they finished in about a week. About 3 to 4 days. Without the side missions being, and side missions always add more time to a game. And the game had a few issues, and the game was at $70, so pretty much a one and done. And they only had how many sales?
5 million.
They've only had 5 million in about what?
11 days.
11 days.
11 days.
11 days.
Well, that's not bad. But we're still playing games. Like, still to this day, we're getting more value for our money, with our single player games. And that appears to be a problem for me. I'm sorry. Even though games get a big jump their first thing, if they had to put it on PC, they won. I have to say it. They probably would have had maybe 12 to 30, 30 million people buying this game.
I don't know that many out off, but it would be.
There are a lot of people on PC that actually bought over time, the original Spider-Man.
Yeah. No. I would say it would be up there close, 8 to 10,
Right.
8 to 12. I'll say 8 to 12. So you might
And
be
so
up
that
there.
would have added on to what
Yeah.
that would have added
Yeah.
on to the profit margin.
Mhm.
You know, because you don't get no discounts when games release for the first week or two. So they would have got full profit. But for a game to be that short, you don't feel like you're getting, no disrespect there, but you don't feel like you're getting the value of what you paid. You know, whether it's sold on pre-orders for the console and all that, how they want to count it with the aesthetics, it doesn't make a difference. For a game that big that you've been touting for that long a period of time, with over 45 to 50,000 PS5s out in the wild,
Yeah.
and this has been Sony's problem. Your first party is not making you money. That's too low of a threshold for you. So, and they'll still keep that game at 70 on the console forever and a day until they decide to release it somewhere else. But
no, that game's gonna drop like a rock. Their first party drops like a rock after Sony.
Sony games don't drop.
No, the Japanese games stay up, but their first party, like Dark can tell you, they drop like a rock.
It'll drop in January.
They drop like a rock. Yeah.
No, they'll drop it at Black Friday, guaranteed.
Well, yeah, Black Friday.
Yeah, it'll be 35. 35, 40.
No, it'll be probably 50. It'll probably be 50.
You think it'll be 50? Okay.
Yeah. It's not gonna be 35.
But
they ain't gonna drop it to 35, bro.
You know they're gonna count those PS5 bundles too. Yeah. So I mean,
that's I don't mind people talking about the bundles. That it is what it is. I mean, it is a sale of the game, even though it's the console. But people bought the console with that game in it for a reason. So
And this is why most people nowadays, and you guys know it, they're waiting for games to get all the bugs fixed before they purchase the games. So that stigma is probably affecting the Spider-Man too. Because a lot of people were going to go out and get it the next day, but when the game released and the patch came and it messed it up, that probably pushed a lot of people away from getting the game within that, that week threshold that most people go and buy a game when they get paid.
Well, we know that the bugs are going to be gone when it comes to PC.
Nah, they'll probably fix that stuff. Like about a month from now, everything will be fixed.
Well, they already dropped a patch already, so yeah, it'll be real good once it drops to PC.
So yeah, but this is the problem Sony's having with their games and previous games. You don't have enough people investing in the game to help you. Because you want to keep it on one place. Like I said before, you could have actually put this game on the PS4, which has a bigger base of people that still have PS4s. I mean,
Dark don't believe that. Okay.
Yeah, but just like
not for this game. Not for this game.
They
said that about Ratchet and Clank too.
They could have brought
it
down.
The ray tracing.
They could have.
No, it's not.
They could have brought the graphics down a little bit and do some things to fix that.
No,
but you would have made
it could be the traversal stuff that they got in the game because you could speed.
Absolutely, traversal. It's a lot of. There's a lot of things in that game that you couldn't do on the PlayStation 4.
Okay, fair enough. They played it. We haven't. So yeah. So they don't need to argue there.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hams has it too. He can tell you too if he feels like it could have been put on the other console. But I'm just gonna end my point there. I know Hams is next. He's playing Spider-Man.
No, it's Dark who's next.
Did you hear what I was saying, Hams? Hams, can you hear us? Put down the damn controller.
No, I'm asking what you said.
I said, you played Spider-Man. Do you think it could have went to the PS4?
Do I think it could have did what?
Could have played on the PlayStation 4.
On the PS4.
Do you think you could have played it on a PS4? With some dummy, with some graphic, fixes and stuff like that to make it work on there.
I'm not gonna lie, I think so.
Oh shit!
But I mean, the dumbing down would have been something fierce.
Right. That's well.
Exactly.
But I do just like. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I think Redfall could have been on Xbox One.
Yeah, we all think that.
I think that for
Yeah,
sure.
it could
Yeah.
have been.
But I mean, keep in mind, Spider-Man's much more quality than Redfall is.
Oh yeah, no doubt
Oh,
about
we
that.
all know
Yeah,
that.
of
Yeah, no
course.
doubt about that. Right.
But I'm just saying, like, I feel like, you could have dumbed down it a lot. But I feel like they wanted to use Spider-Man as kind of a push to let's just try to get everybody over to PS5, and I don't blame them. I don't think that's a bad idea. You know, I mean, you would have thought they would have did that earlier, to be honest. The way they were talking,
Correct.
The
Yeah.
end of the end of the PS4 generation, you would have thought that God of War wouldn't have been on their Horizon, wouldn't have been on there. But I mean, if you could make Horizon Forbidden West come out on the PS4,
that's
you
true.
could
Yeah.
totally.
That's
actually
true.
true.
That's a great point. That's a
And
great
Hey, and
point.
they put what? Did Ragnarok go to the PS4 also?
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
it did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
don't forget.
that's just my opinion.
Don't forget the major reason they said that they couldn't put certain things in Horizon with like the flying because the PS4 couldn't handle it. But what did they have in Forbidden West? They had flying. So
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, no, both games on. But I'm not.
Let me be honest. The flying in Forbidden West is garbage.
Yeah, it's not good.
Is it not good?
It's not good.
It looks so dope when they show.
It
But okay,
looks
that's how
pretty,
they do
but
it. Yeah.
It looks dope, yeah, but it's not fun.
It's just
I
a
would rather
nice looking aesthetic.
I would rather tame a ground animal and ride
Oh
around.
my God, you guys are horrible. Y'all stop.
Absolutely.
Man, stop
I'm
doing
not
that
kidding.
about
Like, I'm not
Alloy,
even
man.
trying to
Don't
be
do
disrespectful. It's just the flying mechanics in that game are not good. I don't like it.
and let's not forget Forspoken. That could have definitely been on PS4.
No.
Not with the projectiles, not with the boss battles that they have in that game.
Well, the fight
Absolutely
system
not.
that no way. No, the
It's the same thing. It's the
traversal.
same thing with Spider-Man. It's the same thing with Spider-Man. You couldn't. I don't think you could put that on the PlayStation 4 because of the way that the boss battles are played out. They're played out very, very, very intricately, and I don't think you could put that big of a boss battle
Okay,
on
so
a
then what
PS4
boss battle could I have
and make it
not
look
done
good.
on a PS4? Because
you had done it on the
I think they could have. They couldn't have done the Sandman. They couldn't have done that Sandman boss fight on PS4, dude. Absolutely not. That Sandman boss fight would have been that Sandman boss fight would have been glitchy as fuck on PS4.
Now this is one thing I gotta say on this one.
Okay, so let's go back to.
I'll give Dark some credit. That Sandman fight is very equivalent with when it comes to like.
Wait, you just cut out.
That's why the Horizon Forbidden West DLC wasn't on PS4. It was only on PS5 because of the boss fight at the end of that game is so like there's a lot of intricate things that go on in that boss fight that you wouldn't want to. You couldn't do it on PS4 and make it run smooth like that. Absolutely not.
Yeah, make it run smooth, and see that's why I say there'd have to be some pretty dramatic cutting for it to make it, and I'm not sure if they're willing to cut that much.
So when they remade Shadow of Colossus, right?
Would it have sold more if it was
Thank
on
you.
Those
That's
boss
what I was
battles,
gonna go to.
those boss
That goes
battles
without
aren't
saying.
intricate like the ones that are coming out for Spider-Man 2 or even Horizon Forbidden West DLC. Those boss battles aren't that intricate, dude. You're just climbing a fucking boss. That's it. That's all you're doing. When during the time that you're playing Spider-Man 2, during that Sandman boss fight, you're getting thrown across the city. You're going up into he's throwing shit at you. He's fucking doing a bunch of stuff. There's so much more going on in that boss fight that you guys probably haven't seen yet.
Okay. Okay,
I'm just saying.
Well, no. I mean, I'm just taking you and Ham's word for. I haven't watched any gameplay of it. I normally kind of get nosy and
well,
watch
yeah,
it,
you're
but-
not
but-
going. You don't want to
yeah.
because you want to play it on PC. So
well, I mean, I with God of War, I watched all that. And then what's a couple other PlayStation games?
honestly,
And I
God of
back
War,
and went
yeah,
to the PlayStation.
absolutely could have been on PS4. I absolutely believe that PS4
well,
because the gameplay isn't
God
that
of War
intricate.
God of War Infinite
Ragnarok
is. I mean,
was on the
Ragnarok is
PS4.
on PlayStation 4 because
Yeah, I know. That's what
so.
I'm thinking. That's why
Yeah.
I'm saying like it definitely could have been on the PS4 just because of the way that the game plays. It doesn't play very intricately. It's very much
like let me put it this way. I feel like Spider-Man and PS5 or Spider-Man being able to go to the PS4 is just as much as trying to get the Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart to PS4. I feel like it would be that type of mess if you did it. It wouldn't. It would maybe be doable, but it would.
There would be a lot of load screens. There'd be a lot of load screens. There would be a lot of stuff that you would be bothered
and
by.
then yeah. Speaking of the speed of like fast travel, yeah, all that would be complete load screen.
Yeah.
All of
Okay,
that
so wait a minute, wait. So you remember when PS5 first came?
I think all in all, they were just trying to come out with an experience that they could trust, and they could only do that with the PS5 versus having to make all these cutbacks and figure out all this stuff for the PS4, which they're avidly trying to move away from. So, like,
Hey, Mega, did you have
could it happen?
problems with load
Possibly.
screen?
Would it
with
be
Ratchet
good?
and Clank?
Would it be worth everybody's money? I don't know. I think that thing would have came out like Redfall for PS4.
Nah, it wouldn't have came out that bad.
The same way that
No, it
Miles
wouldn't have came out that
Morales
bad.
came out as
No, I
the same way
won't
Miles
accept
Morales
that.
came out as exclusive to the PS5, and then later on they made
It
it
wasn't
for the
exclusive
PS4.
to the PS5. It wasn't exclusive to
At
No, it
first
wasn't.
it was.
It
and then a
came
few
it
months
came to
later,
both. No, it came to both
at
consoles at the same time.
at the same time because I bought it day one when it came out on PlayStation 4. But okay, so Dark, I want to get to you on this one, but I do want to make this point on that. No, yeah, the question that you was asking me, Sir X-Man, yeah, no, it had some choppiness because that's why I said I had to lower the settings to 1080p. And
see, that's not fun. You shouldn't have to do that.
But I'm not a dev. When people say that Ratchet and Clank cannot be played on the PlayStation 4, that's a lie. It can. There was devs that
it can, yeah, but it's not going to be good.
Yeah, well, who knows if it's going to be good? Now that's the one thing too that I can't co-sign because PlayStation is that Decima engine is a beast. That they can do wonders with that. Those developers know how to work that tech. So it
Especially in
can
the Sony ecosystem.
yeah, because they know the Sony ecosystem fantastically. So it can play. Would it be at the experience of what you guys are playing it? I agree, absolutely not. But to say that it would be Redfall, no. It wouldn't.
No, it's not going to be Redfall.
It would be a 30 frames per second game, and a lot of things would probably be cut out. But it wouldn't be. But I think that experience.
Redfall.
You think so?
It would be downgraded to the point to where it's almost you don't want it.
I don't think it would be. I think the talent of those devs could make that work. You know what I'm saying? I wish Don was here to sit there and to talk about that. But
if we're talking Ratchet and Clank with the portals.
Yeah, with the portals and all that. Yeah,
that's a lot of loading, dude.
We've already had this discussion. There's devs that worked on games that said that shit could be played on the 360, and then people said, and that's why I showed that clip of what you was going through the portals. There was a couple of hitches and stuff, but it
been around forever, dude. Pray.
The way that they intricately
we've
put
had
it
this
into
discussion.
the game.
I showed the gameplay, bro. I showed it. I played it on an HD. I showed. No, it looked good. It played.
Yeah, I know. It looked like
some
you
hitches,
were.
but
It
I'm
was
not
stuttering.
a dev to tweet.
Every time you were playing it, dude, it was stuttering the whole entire time.
But again,
like, who wants to play like that? No one wants to play like that.
But no. But see,
you'll play like that because you're used to that with Xbox. That's why you'll play like that.
People can't afford to play like we play, man. Some people can't afford to play like we play.
Okay, now we're going left on the conversation. We're going left on the conversation.
No, actually, we're in the same. We're in the same.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
They
no, we're
could
not.
have put it on the PS4.
They could have, but the point, but to say that because I showed Ratchet and Clank being played on an HHD. You know what I'm saying? On a HHD, which showed that there was a lie because they said it couldn't be and it can. And the fact of it is, if a dev could sit there and tell you that we can do that, it's just some workarounds, that should tell you that they can do some workarounds. Now, I'm not telling you the experience of Spider-Man 2 would not be hit. It would on the PlayStation 4. It doesn't have the horsepower, right? But the whole thing about the SSD talk, it is beneficial, but it's not the end all be all when it comes to certain things, man. It's just not. Now, I don't think it's going to be as bad as Redfall. I think because of what these devs can do, they can make it work. But would there be things like the Sandman fight? They might have to cut that out or chop it in half or dumb down some kind of way. So,
and who would want to play that game?
Well, if you ain't never played it,
if you're going to chop it down like that,
if you have never played it, then you wouldn't
people
know.
Aren't going to want to do that.
But no, that's not true. That's not true.
Like I'm saying, there are some people that can't play it because they can't get a PS5.
No,
they're
stop
not like
it with
us.
that.
And
stop
some people
that.
probably wanted to play that.
You can go out. You can go out and you can find a PS5 anywhere now.
That don't mean people got the money.
You can find a PS5. Oh my God! Now we're talking about money. Now, if you want to talk about money now. If you want to talk about money, then maybe you shouldn't play video games because video games are expensive.
Wow,
so if you don't have the money, then
you've gone left on that. Come on,
absolutely.
How would you?
Well, if he's saying that people don't have the money, he's basically saying that people are broke. That's what he's saying.
That people just don't want to make that investment. I mean, this is
clearly 45 million people are making that investment.
45 million, that's fine, but nobody is not investing into the games like that. You got 40
people are investing into the games, dude.
No, they're not.
Well,
why is it that a Mario game got dog walked the shit out of a play? It did. What Mario Wonder walked it. Walked it. Walked it.
No,
Stop
did
it.
not dog walk it. Did not dog.
You better check those sales numbers.
Got PS4s. Dog.
Better check those sales numbers.
140
listen, how many times have we gone through this? This has happened every single time. No, stop. Hold on. 1 second. We've gone through this every single time with a PlayStation game. Every single time you guys bring up the same thing, and it happens every single time. They come out with a game and it only sells like 5 million within the next like 10, 11 days. Every single time it does that. The only exception was God of War Ragnarok. Every other game that has come out for PlayStation has either sold less than 5 million or at 5 million. Every single time. So it's not even it shouldn't even be a new thing to us at all. I don't know why you guys always bring that up. You bring it up because you're Xbox dudes.
No. Why I bring it up is because what I bring it up because you PlayStation guys aren't buying those games. You're just not. Let's just be real.
Well, yeah, they're not.
You're not buying the game.
But
so make up your
that's
mind.
The thing.
So you're
5
talking
million,
about the consoles,
5 million
but the software is where they make the money.
Sold. 5 million copies are being sold.
The hardware do not produce the money.
Let's relax now.
Yeah, no. He wants to go left on this shit. Let's go left. You sit there and you keep talking about, you do the comparison to last gen. You do the damn comparison to last gen and see what every PlayStation exclusive did. Good to bad. Every last one of them is doubled and mollywopped any PlayStation game except for God of War.
They all have. No, they haven't. They all have sold about 10 million.
Is the only...
Every single one of them has sold about 10 million.
All of them, all their numbers are down. All of them. Every last one of their numbers are down, except for maybe God of War. Down. That's it.
No.
That's it. No. Yes.
No. How is PlayStation?
Final Fantasy is
Spider-Man.
Oh, come on, man. Come on now. Come on.
Nah, dude.
Spider-Man what?
Nah, dude.
Spider-Man what?
Spider-Man 2 what? Did 5 million, right?
Yeah.
In 11 days?
Yeah.
So what you're saying is basically that's not good?
No.
That's not good enough?
No, I didn't say that. No, what I'm saying is that when you compare 2018 Spider-Man to this Spider-Man.
What was it? What was it for
Go look.
2018
Tell
Spider-Man?
Tell us. Go type it in. Type it in right fast. We got time.
Let's see. Let's see. Spider-Man 2018 sales.
I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to go on the edge like that.
18 sales.
I feel like we're talking to trash.
33 million copies.
Right. Do you think Spider-Man 2 is going to hit 33 million top copies? Or it didn't sell 30. It didn't sell 33 million copies in 11 days, but it's sold. But it sold around close to 10.
It's not going to sell. It's not going to sell 33 million copies. It could
sell 33 million copies.
If those 33 million people didn't like the game or whatever, there's a lot of people who didn't like 2018 Spider-Man. They're not going to buy They're not going to buy the new Spider-Man. It's the same thing with The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. A lot of people didn't like Breath of the Wild, but guess what? TOTK sold more because it had more stuff in it.
You just answered my question. You just made my point. It's a sequel to a game that most likely that's like this the same concerns that PlayStation dudes had about
and that's the thing. And how are the sales down though? But I don't get how you're saying that the sales are down because they just sold 5 million in 11 days.
11 days. So look at the comparison of how many Spider-Man 2018 sold in a month. It was double that. It was 8 to 12
sold
million
in a month. Let's see.
It was more than 5 million.
No, it wasn't.
Yes. Come on, Dart. Come on, man.
Hey, I'll be back in a minute, guys.
Okay. All right.
Let's see. Let us see. Next milestone. Okay. 3. No.
All I can tell you is that Spider-Man sold more than 5 million in 11 days for 2018. Spider-Man did more than in Spider-Man 2. And the question that I was like trying to bring it down to bring it around to wait to what everybody had to say about it was that listen, there was concerns when Gears didn't
5 million units. It
5 million moves in a day in the first day.
Not in the first day. It wasn't the first day.
3 days?
No.
How many?
I can't even find the 2018
Okay.
one. I can't even find it.
That's fine. It is funny sometimes all that information is out and then that information just goes away for whatever reasons. But that's fine. I don't know what the hell that situation is. But okay. But this is my point. When people had that same type of argument about Gears 4 and Gears 5, right? And it didn't sell like Gears 2 or Gears 3. The one thing and this is, I'm talking like social media gamers, right? The YouTubers and shit like that, the social media guys and girls. They were talking about that's a problem there. There's something happening here. This is not looking good.
I don't see how it's a problem for Spider-Man. I don't see how that's
I'm saying in the sense
because how Ham was saying that the game was probably going to sell more during the holidays, which that happens with every single.
But it's going to be
discounted. That comes out for PlayStation.
It's going to be discounted. My whole point to this, like, let me address it again.
Doesn't matter, man.
Yeah, it does matter because
it doesn't.
Because you guys ain't buying those games. You're not buying the games. You're just
not. They are
buying it. They're not. They're not.
I'm buying it.
Why? You are.
The hardcore are buying it, but yeah, the casuals aren't. The casual market. The casual market isn't buying it because they're playing Call of Duty and fucking Madden and bullshit like that. That's why.
All right. Well, then that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to try to get something to go. That's why Jim Ryan was looking at this and saying, look, we got to do something different because we're spending all this money on these games and these games ain't moving like they used to. And on top of that, you can sit there and scream to the face about how many console sales are out there. But if you're not, it's not greed. It is
greed.
This is just
a lot of it is greed. A lot of it's greed.
When you pay so much money into hundreds of millions of dollars into a game,
a lot of it's greed.
Okay. All right. Well, fine. That's neither here nor there. All right. Let's just move on. I know that's what you really want to do, but I mean, point taken. People in the chat, you hear it. You understand. This man running from it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
running
fuck it,
from
let's
what?
just
Just go ahead.
All right, hold on a quick second.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
running from
found-
anything, dude. I don't know why
found
you're
one
saying that
thing.
I ran from something, but I'm not.
I found one
Let's get
thing,
into it.
and I don't know how you can compare it, but
Mhm.
Wikipedia said Marvel Spider-Man sold 3.3 million units, including those bundles with PS4 consoles in the first 3 days.
Yes. And Spider-Man did 2.5 million in their 3 days. So that's what I'm saying. And then when you went to a month, Spider-Man was already at 10 million. And
you also got to remember that games were cheaper then too.
$10 cheaper, but remember, that's my whole point. That's where I'm all getting to. The lack of people not getting access to the game like they want. They could double that up if they put their game on PC. They don't have to put it on Xbox or anything like that. But
what are the sales for the PC version of Spider-Man?
I don't know. I know it's got to be over 1 million. Over a couple of, maybe 1 million.
Because I know God of War Ragnarok didn't sell that PC. Or not God of War Ragnarok, but God of War, the original God of War.
Might not have. I don't know.
The original the 2018 God of War and even Horizon Zero Dawn didn't sell that well on.
No, Horizon, because it was broken. Those games were broken. Well, God of War wasn't. God of War ran fantastic,
and it didn't sell well.
but because the game was broken. Horizon Zero Dawn was broken. I bought it day one.
But you said God of War, but God of War didn't sell well on
no,
PC
no. I didn't say God of War. I said Spider-Man. Spider-Man sold well on PC.
Okay, what are the sales of that? Since I have to look up sales, why don't you look up sales?
I'm talking. I'm over here making sure that you're
pretty. You wanted to get into it. Let's get into it, dude. I'm not running from nothing.
I'm getting into it. But again, when you're talking about when you look at the first game, what it did on PlayStation 4 compared to what this game has done, the numbers keep going down. That shows you that people aren't invested into wanting to spend more money, or they want to play it somewhere else, or the fact that maybe that the way that Sony controls. Or what?
Maybe they didn't like 2018 Spider-Man, so they're not gonna buy 2023 Spider-Man.
But then that's not a good look. That's not a good look at all.
I mean, 5 million says it's a good look.
That's not a good look at all. Now when sales keep going down,
no, you know sales
because your initial games with single player games, Dark. That they have to sell within those first 3 months, those 90 days before those. And you know, about the 90 days, that game is going to be like $35, $30 at the most.
If PlayStation was so crippled, then why are they still outselling more consoles than Xbox?
They can sell all the consoles they want. How many times have I told you consoles is not going to be the meal ticket anymore going forward?
Then
it's not going to be the meal ticket, brother. It's not.
Then why is
consoles are capped? Consoles are capped.
The sales,
Sony even knows that.
But that's the thing. Every time we talk about a PlayStation, every time we talk about a PlayStation game,
will PlayStation 5 outsell the PlayStation 4? Yes or no?
Probably not. No.
Okay, so they're capped.
But the thing is every time we bring up a PlayStation exclusive, every time we bring one up,
yes.
It's always sold around 5 to 10 million. Always. And you guys always say that's bad look. It always looks bad. That looks bad for PlayStation because of the 45 million consoles that they have out there looks bad on PlayStation. How does that look bad? I don't understand how that looks bad if they're selling that many games. They're selling them. I mean, they're clearly proud of selling 5 million copies of Spider-Man. I don't understand the issue here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at
quick update.
Yes.
To try to finish this subject.
Right. Yeah, let's get onto AI, but that's fine.
I want you to try to keep that in mind, K Mega. So like it had so you say the old Spider-Man had 3.3.
Well, no, I didn't say that. Dark said that.
2.5, right?
That's what Dark said. Right.
So what? Wait, what was that?
2 months. In 2 months, K Mega, revisit this topic.
Okay.
Because it took 2 months for the original Spider-Man to do this. So September 7th, 2018 is when the last Spider-Man came out, right? The first one?
Yeah.
And then by November, so 2 months later, it had sold 9 million.
Okay.
So I'm telling you to wait until
beginning of the year,
January, the beginning of the year. And that's why I say that's so important.
It's gonna sell well.
The holiday season
is
coming. So if you really,
as I said, the 90 days
weigh this the same way, then I think your best, really, for either one of your guys' argument is time. And in that time will have to be at the beginning.
That's fair.
You'll have to see any time after January, because books ain't gonna be talking about nothing during the holidays. Right. So like you'll have to see like in January what this looks like. And I think this could be maybe closer than you think, K-Mega.
If it's not past it, then it wouldn't be looked at as a success from Sony. It's not. You can't sit there and say
clearly did they not spend more money? Because they sold 5 million, dude.
Come on,
they
bro.
literally just praised it for selling 5 million. They're praising it for that.
My last point: if you want to have the last word, fine. But if the game did not overtake what the previous game did, and you know that Sony spent more money for the second version,
any of the Gears games that didn't. But any of the Gears games on Xbox that didn't outsell,
that's what the media said.
Failure, then.
That's what the media said. That's what PlayStation Stand said.
I don't give a shit what the media says. I don't give a shit what the stand says.
Hey, I'm just giving you.
You know, I'm not like that.
I'm just
so
giving
I don't understand why I always get. I don't understand why I always get put in the middle of that, because I'm not a media person.
I know,
and I'm not a stan. So I don't understand why I get put in the middle.
Because you're the one arguing about it. We could have already moved on to the AI topic, but you wanted to talk about it.
Because I don't want to talk about AI, because AI is completely stupid. That's why.
Oh my God. We're going to talk about it now, sucker. Just get ready for it.
AI is the dumbest thing they could ever do.
Oh my God.
Can't wait. For gaming and for film.
Oh, so you're gonna be extra filthy on both topics. Good God Almighty! I can't wait to get to you. I'm gonna let you breathe a little bit because you wasn't in a good mood in the beginning. So I don't want to get cussed out.
I'm even in a worse mood now because you told me I was running.
I know you got hot. You got hot when I said that. Okay, so I know how to push him. But anyway,
yeah, I think the conversation more or less needs to be tabled until.
Yeah, it needs to be tabled until and then see who's gonna get cooked. See who keeps what they kill in 2 months.
Get cooked. He's gonna look like a lit match. That's what he's gonna
look like. God.
Hey, Megan, if it's $1 million less than the last one, are you saying it's a failure?
Hell yeah! Because no. I'm not saying I'm not saying that that's a failure. No, but it is a setback because that's saying something. That's saying there's two factors to that. One, it could be that people aren't as interested, like Dark said, that there was people that didn't like 2018 Spider-Man and that they felt like, Another factor could be people just waiting for the sale and then waiting to get it then.
That's what I think it is.
Or because of the price, because of that price point of that $70, or it could just be that the casual market, the PlayStation is, and we know the PlayStation is a casual console, but it's not going to generate the type of money that it used to because the people that are buying the console are all about
because all you fake ass freaking hardcore gamers went to Xbox. That's why.
You got that right. You got that right. I know where we at. You're gonna be coming too, brother. It's just a matter of time.
Oh yeah, I don't know
about PlayStation that. Becomes an app, and you know what I'm saying, and then they get moved on. Apple buy them, then you will be done. You'll be done. You'll be coming on over. Anyway,
like Xbox is gonna turn third party now.
Yeah, gonna turn third party in 2027. They out of here, man. Let's go ahead and talk about it. It's been about AI. Listen. Okay, so I want to go to you, Viper, on this one, man. The gaming industry is moving forward with artificial intelligence development. Some seem concerned because jobs will be affected. Your thoughts on the pros and cons of this? I know that I don't know if you did, but Alana Pierce came out not too long ago. She had some strong opinions about it. I'm pretty sure you've seen it. If you didn't know, I'm pretty sure you'll be reminded of it by somebody on the panel. But do you have the same thought process as her, or you have a different take on it?
Well, I don't know what Alana Pierce's take is, but I know for a fact that AI is going to cause a lot of people to lose their jobs. So, I honestly think that this is probably a very bad thing, because here's the thing: if the AI is going to write the stories better, that's a very dangerous road that we don't want to go down. If the AI is going to do voices better, that's also going to be a bad road for us to go down. So, I honestly don't think that we need AI to do the writing or do the voices, or even, I mean, the fact that they're going to do AI for the NPCs, that's a good thing, because that be much more dynamic conversations in the games. But in any other aspect of it, we don't need to do AI to take over the jobs of people, because if they take over jobs, you're gonna have so many people out of work, and we might be going down a slippery slope of this. I don't want to see like the Matrix type thing happen to us. Okay. I just think of that, where the machines rise up on us, a Terminator type situation. Yeah, exactly. No, I mean, seriously. I mean, with AI, I don't want to see it grow too much to the point where we're depending on it on a consistent basis. That's not something that we want to see come to fruition. Okay, so use AI sparingly, but do not depend on it to the extent of where it's taking over and eliminating the human element.
All right. Sir X-Man, are you back? Yeah, see, Sir X-Man started that conversation and bailed out on it.
I know, dude. He started this shit and he just bailed out.
He bailed. He's like, I'm sorry.
I had a DoorDash. Sorry.
What you eating, sucker? What you eating?
all meat pizza. Mm-hmm.
Nice. That
I
sounds
know,
delicious.
right?
I know.
Oh, right?
Now I do want to address something. I seen our boy Game Down Sites. I did post it, but I didn't. I was going to get ready to read it, but then Dark tried to get messy with me, and so I was like, you know what? I'm about to get messy back.
That's why he's dark.
Yeah, that's why he's dark. But anyway, Game Down Site said, I'll go ahead and read it again. He said, I don't care that much. He said, I don't care how much it sold. I'm more focused on the game itself, and I just thought it was okay. And I'm a huge Spider-Man Venom dude. Yes, you are.
Yeah, he is. He always talks about that.
Childish Bambino said, but Starfield is on Game Pass, so attracted rate isn't a good metric for Xbox first party. That don't make any sense, brother. What you mean?
I get what he's trying to say.
I know what he's trying to say. I see what he's trying to say, but the fact of it is that there's more people that put their hands on Starfield than they did Spider-Man. Now, whose fault is that? Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't understand how that's not a good metric. Now, if you want to talk about the numbers of there's more people that has Game Pass and on PC and things like that, that's fine.
I don't think comparing Starfield to Spider-Man is a good metric at all.
Why not? They're both single-player experiences.
They're completely different types of games. They're completely different types of games. They appeal to They appeal to a different type of audience. One's an RPG and one's an action adventure open world game. They're completely
They're your
different.
pony friends that
Oh, man.
they treat it like it's the same.
Right.
They do.
But they're not.
Yeah, but
Well,
they
tell
do.
them that.
He tries. They don't listen to him because he's not.
No, they don't.
He's not standing enough. This dude says right here, at least Sony released sales numbers and not BS player counts, and a lot of people are probably waiting for Black Friday. Okay, so first off, secondly, if there was a strong demand, then I don't care about Black Friday. I'm gonna buy that game just like Call of Duty. I didn't wait for a demand. I just bought it. I bought the Vault Edition. Didn't care. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted Spider-Man, I would have bought Spider-Man day one. Like that. If I had a PlayStation 5, I don't have. There's a reason why I don't have a PlayStation 5.
Casuals, though.
Yeah, well, I don't know. He just said that. So I just reading what this person posted. So I'm just basically saying, like, if you want that game,
Of course, we wouldn't wait.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't understand. Like, if you gonna, if people gonna wait, then that means that demand ain't that high. Like, they're like, shit, I'd rather put my money somewhere else and save it.
Bought Starfield.
Yeah, so
a lot of them.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, I guess you could look at that like Elden Ring. There was a lot of people that didn't play that, that never played those games and jumped on it. I was one of them, or don't like those type of games.
Now, what's your question again? While I was
my question is again about the AI situation. Is it do you? I don't know if you got to see what Alana Pierce posted not too long ago.
I can probably understand where she's coming from what you said.
Okay. Now, what's your pros and cons about the whole AI thing? I mean, are you like all doom and gloom like Viper is?
I think it's inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
That we're gonna have it. But in this day and age of technology, you knew it was coming. But as long AI will never be that effective because for right now, because it doesn't have the ability to express emotion. They can only put down things and then people have to come and correct stuff that doesn't fit. You still need the human element there. Now, AI can implement a character on screen and implement the words that are put in there for animation and things like that. They've been doing that for years. But they can never, ever take away the human emotion part or the human dictation of a phrase like a real person. Because when you put phrases or words on a screen, it expresses true emotion for the character you are trying to play. For right now in AI, they can't do that. So if we get to that point where AI starts having emotions, they're gonna start getting in their feelings. And then that's gonna be the end of the world.
Oh my God, man, you guys. Oh my God.
But on a serious note, for right now, that stuff's long way in the future when AI gets to that point, man. But AI is not gonna take over. Look at the Actors Guild that finally settled this, the Actors and Writers Guild. Obviously, AI couldn't take these writers and actors' places. So with them getting that back, they get the emotions in the games. They get the emotions in the shows that they put out, the movies and stuff like that. All that talk about AI taking over movies and all that was never gonna happen. So people need to be involved with their characters. You can't get that from an AI. You can't. And that's the way it's going to be. Probably got 50, 60 years before they get to that point where AI and emotion.
50 or 60 years.
50, 60 years?
Hey, I'll be dead by the time that happens. So when y'all get the apocalypse, I won't be here.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong on one point.
What's up?
The Writers and Actors Guild strikes weren't about the AI.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
But a lot of people were saying that out there, though, Dark.
They weren't about that, though. So you stating that they were the whole AI thing is still ongoing. It's still ongoing.
But
So
you
it's
gotta admit they can't express emotions like a real person can, though.
well, I don't
That's what I'm
know.
saying. Yeah, I don't know if you kind of out of the touch on it. Okay, I'm gonna address this really quick, and then I'm gonna go to Ham on this one, and then
Okay.
I'll let Dark finish it. What Alana Pierce said was basically because Xbox joined what was it, OpenAI, I believe, and then with another company, they're working in collaboration together to bring it, for AI game development or whatever. And of course, from what we know from the hearings, Xbox's new console is going to be a hybrid of AI technology and of and all the rest of the stuff that they're working with. So it's going to be something really crazy, right? Alana Pierce said if since Xbox is working with these AI companies, she will not buy an Xbox game that's using those companies. Now, PlayStation just acquired an AI development company, and they're going to start using AI into their technology. This is a thing that's going to be definitely all inclusive. Everybody is going to use it. It's an industry thing. It's not even only an industry thing. It is a world tech thing. It is going to be in everything. Now, my question to Alana Pierce and to everybody else on the panel and people that's listening, this is my question to you guys. You keep talking about people's jobs, right? Y'all keep talking about y'all concerned about the workers. How concerned are y'all about workers when y'all get y'all's phone and y'all go in there and y'all start buying stuff to be delivered to your house from Amazon? Because for every time that you do that, that's a brick and mortar store that's getting shut down. See, I do not understand personally how people keep asking for more, demanding more. And when I mean more of everything. More, it's more pleasure in the sense of not talking about pants off, dance off, but just more things of ease, less stressful things that is much more in your face. That it's a touch of a button. I want it here. I want to get it there. I don't want to stand in lines. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I want the best technology. I want the best graphics. I want the best AI. I want the best NPCs. I want all this. I want all this. Yes, I want all this.
Oh yeah, stop listening.
But I want everything to stay the same. It does not work like that. It never has. It never will. Now, for our doom and gloom people on the panel that's thinking that, well, we're going to be in a Terminator situation or it's going to be like the Matrix, we could be. But you know what? We at fault, because when I grab this phone and I order something from there, I can say I hate those people lost their jobs, but when I walk into a Ross's or when I walk into a GameStop or when I walk into a store that used to be just so many people in there and now it looks like a damn wasteland, I'm part of the problem, just like Alana Pierce is. So this is inevitable. This is going to happen. It's no question. It's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. So either you're on the train or you're off of it. But this is happening. We ain't going to stop it, because now, not only that the people not only us as gamers who demand it, the investors want it. Because when it comes down to it, it's all about the money, and it's all about people say they want their games out quicker. They want all this other stuff. So again, technology, it is what it is. And you don't have to like it, but you're going to have to accept it. So Ham Solo, your thoughts, man. Are you with the rest of the guys on the panel thinking it's doom and gloom?
Well, I tell you what, I'm excited to talk about this.
Uh-huh.
I've given my point on this, and I tell you what.
Uh-huh.
I sure would like to interview Alana, but I'm not sure how much she'd want to be on my show.
Right.
Because I tell you what, I am stoked and excited. I'm looking forward
to it. Yes.
To
Thank
this
you.
whole AI thing.
Yeah.
I think it's excellent. It's smart. It's a brilliant idea across the board. All the worries that you guys just got done talking about,
Yes.
I don't give a damn about
Let's
that.
go.
And I'm not trying to say I think everybody needs to lose their jobs, but what I am saying is anytime that there's an explosion in technology kind of like this, kind of where people start to figure things out for themselves, look around the industry. Come on, you guys, open your eyes. What did Mike Brown do from Forza? Left, start his own business. What did the guy that worked at Sledgehammer and worked and created Dead Space? What did he do? Started up Avalanche, or not Avalanche, but Ascendant Studios, and gave us the most recent game. What are a lot of the person just
He also left that company
and started up their own business. We're looking for people to take advantage of it, and like K Mega just got done saying, give us games quicker. We care about the little man, right? Then why do we care so much about EA growing and staying sustainable? When we see people leave there and create their own companies, isn't that good? Remember how Activision started in the first place? Because Atari was fucking up.
Yep.
Atari was fucking up real bad, and here comes Activision saying, you know what? See you later, Atari. We want to release our games how we want to release our games. They made their own business. Like, that's just how it works. And then, I mean, if you look at the way gaming has gone up, gone down, gone up, gone down, the way that some of these independent developers have been able to move now compared to back when, I mean, hell, the Don talks about it all the time, about how much easier it is to build for himself now compared to back when, like, Gears of War first came out.
Yep.
So, like, if we really care about these people that make these games, well, then let's support them. We have an easier way to fix a vehicle. Are we still gonna make it hard for ourselves? Sure. Is it good to know the way to do stuff manually? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. When you need to call on somebody to do something professional, there's nothing wrong with doing that. That's still an option. I feel like this whole, like, scared of AI, it really reminds me of like Y2K type shit, where we're like feared of the unknown. In reality, it's just like what K Mega just got done saying about cell phones and stuff like that. We didn't say no. I want to keep my Nokia brick.
More.
Right? We kept moving up higher and higher and higher. All these people always talk about, man, we'd be so much further in technology if we stopped using gas. All of this crunch and shit like that, that is gas pretty much. We're using way more gas than we should be to create something. And then we sit back and be like, it's taken 6 years. It's taken 7 years. Why is Rockstar taking so long to make a game? In my opinion, the only thing that's scary about the whole AI thing, in my opinion, this is the only thing that's scary about it, is that so many people will be able to make great games that it'll turn into Spotify. To where it's like, I can literally listen and play anything on demand, and hopefully whoever's running that company makes like a Game Pass, for instance. Whoever's running Game Pass 20 years from now, hopefully they can keep that making sense, keep that, money flowing. I could see how some people would be like scared I could see how people would be scared for people's jobs that work at large companies. I could see that. Like, if you love working at EA and you don't ever want to go anywhere else, I could see that being kind of scary, right? But I mean, look how messy gaming is as it is today. The average developer that goes through an entire like, course of, or I guess I should say average life expectancy in that career is under 7 years. That's the average life expectancy on it. So AI is gonna kill it. It's already dying. Like we're literally having the best year in gaming, and how many people have we let loose? But we're worried about AI. It's just, man. I see the future being something that more people will be able to, as long as there's no wall put in the way between, like what Unity tried to do, right? What Unity tried to do was some bullshit.
Yeah.
What Unity tried to do was some bullshit, right? Trying to get everybody to pay for them launching games and stuff like that. That's bullshit. Look at what Epic's doing right now, though. Join Epic, the first 6 months, you take all the royalties. So there are other companies that are willing to work. Being an indie developer, I feel like with all of this stuff coming up with AI and whatnot, think about the people like the creator of Tunic. One person. Think of how much more he could benefit from having all this extra AI stuff to his disposal. Think how many games he could line up for himself. Think of the small development companies that are coming out of nowhere. It's, to me, this is a good thing. And to me, this is where you get more quality with smaller teams, just much more of them. I'm not scared of I'm not scared of this. Just like people were scared about albums versus what was it, 8 tracks? Then was it cassette tapes? Then is it CDs? Now and then it was MP3s. Now it's your cell phone, and who's complaining? That all happened in my lifetime. Who's complaining today about that stuff?
Yeah, who's still asking for the album to come back as the mainstay for music?
I
love albums too, but but who's asking for it? Who's asking for the CD?
We're looking at thousands, maybe a few million amongst billions that are complaining. So are you going to listen? Do the needs of the few outweigh the needs of the many in this situation? I don't think so.
Or the one. You got to say the one. You got to. Star Trek, dude. Come on.
What are we... let me ask you guys this. What are we trying to save? What are we trying to save by stopping AI? What are we trying to save?
The vintage of gaming. That's what they're trying. That's what the purists like Viper, like Sir X-Man. I'm pretty sure Dark feels the same way, but I think Dark also has another twist to it.
For me, it's not game.
Yeah, it's for
I could
his
see
job,
the
right? That's why I was waiting for
movie
Dark
being kind of a little different, because the whole point of video games is fake, right?
Right.
Or a lot of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I could see the feeling of a movie head being a little different, though, right? Because
as a game head,
people in movies is just a little weird. I can deal with fake people in a video game. Fake people in movies, like me thinking I'm gonna go to a movie and watch a cast that look like real people, but
we have seen it. We have seen it. Any Marvel movie, you've seen people that weren't there that were there. You see,
sure, but I'm talking about ones that
an entire movie.
Yeah,
main characters.
It's gonna happen. It's already starting to happen, and I know that.
Well, all right, so.
Go ahead, Viper.
I'm not a big enough movie buff, I don't support movies very well.
Okay, go ahead, Viper.
Listen, on the gaming front, what I'm trying to say is that I do not want to see how we would rely heavily on AI for everything in the gaming industry. So yes, random generation, like randomly generating planets and levels and all that stuff, I know that's AI. Machine learning, yes, that's AI. Use it sparingly. Don't use it for every single aspect
That's not what AI is used for.
game development.
But that's not what AI is used
Well,
for.
that's
Though.
what
But is
I
that
talked to
it? But
Don,
that sounds like
and he
purposely
said that that's what it's
stagnating
used
gaming,
for.
though.
Huh?
It sounds like purposely stagnating gaming, though, in my opinion.
Yeah, like
The only thing I hope AI does is go through lines of code and fix the bugs before games come out. Now they do have the ability to have that do that.
Yeah, I know.
No,
They're going to do more than that,
it's
Sir X,
not
man. I'm
silly.
sorry.
But AI thinks faster than us. They can go through and detect a problem within the game that can be corrected before a game comes out.
Right.
That could happen, and that
no.
would be a benefit to have AI to go through it and double check, because they can do it way better than we can and faster.
Right.
Now,
It's
that's
well again, that means that though. See, now hold on. Let me remind
I
you.
want my phone to make calls and take messages.
But this is another thing though.
Sometimes your phone does that anyway.
But hold on. But Sir X Man, what you just did though, by saying that you want that you want AI to be to check out and take out every bug from every game, you're eliminating testers. Their jobs is gone. So
No,
that's
the
no, they won't. If you just said that you want testers, that you want the AI to take away bugs from games. Well, when that gets more, when AI gets more efficient at doing that, who you think is going to pay for that? Who you think is going to? You think the AI is going to? They're going to say, "All right, thank you, AI. We appreciate it. Come on here. Let's go ahead and pay this man a yearly salary. This man or woman a yearly salary for testing and giving us human error when this computer is doing this shit for us for a minimum of whatever." And they're done. So for something that and that's the thing that I was saying, is that people want more. They want this, they want that, they want more convenience. But the reality is that for the convenience that you want and that you crave, something is going to be sacrificed from it. I know this 100% just in the workforce that I worked in. The one benefit for what I did before I got hurt.
Yeah, no AI with
well, no, you do, and that's that's false, because for me being a mixer driver, they were out there, and this was 8 years ago. Now, I mean, this was 8 years ago when they first was talking about these mixers out there in Las Vegas that were mixing concrete themselves. Now
and pouring it. I saw they were pouring it.
Right. And for semi-truck drivers out there, because there's so much turnover with them, there are semis out there that people don't even understand that's driving themselves. There's semis out there already now that's driving themselves. The situation is in the broader scheme of things. So you're looking at how things used to be and how they used to be and where they're going. It is scary because it's unknown. But the reality is that there's for whatever that job that you lost, there's another job to be gained. And
think about how many times
that's just what it is.
You're counterpointing. You're right about something. But think about how many times you pull up something, right?
Come on, man, get off your phone, Viper. If you're gonna mute yourself. Damn.
No, I'm not on the phone. No.
Oh well,
okay, wherever you are, we
okay.
still hear it.
All right.
How many times have you went to a service and it says, "Would you like to chat with somebody?" And it's an AI person, and you have to go through them to say, "Can I please talk to a live person?"
They're annoying,
and they're responding to you. So I know that's the direction we're heading. What I was saying on the thing that we were debating about a second ago is, I don't mind AI, but make sure you're able to control it. People are still going to be there because people have to check the problems that the AI detects.
Well, yeah, but there will be a lot less testers, though. See, I'm seeing what sorry, I'm truthful.
I know what I was going to say.
Yeah,
I
go ahead.
My comment.
What was you
going to say? Go ahead and answer him. I just had it and lost it. I'm so sorry.
Okay, that's fine. No, that's fine. But no, it's just what. Okay, let me read what Child of God said, talking about the whole Spider-Man thing really quick, and then he made Cisco. He said Sony has almost 40 million consoles in sales, but Spider-Man only sold 5 million. That's horrible. That's not even half of their console base. Now, this is another thing that he said right here, and I didn't even catch it, but he's absolutely right. He says if Xbox had that many consoles sold and Halo only sold 5 million, people would say that they called it trash and it flopped. Matter of fact, people were saying the Halo 5 flopped and it sold 5 million. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so anyway, and it had a lot less, and PlayStation was dog walking Xbox One in sales. But regardless, let it be what it is. Yeah, go ahead. You got it? Okay.
I know what I'm gonna say now. Yeah. But look, we do have testers, right? And we still got a crap load of bugs. So obviously, somebody's not doing right by testing these games correctly.
Right.
Or they'll substitute the AI guys in there, the AI in there to substitute for these guys. And if the AI proves that it's not making mistakes and it's putting out better games that aren't buggy, the testers are gonna be the ones to get let go, because obviously they're not doing a correct job.
Well, no, there's just human error. Like if you got a game as big as Starfield, you're not going to find any and everything in there, but an AI could.
Yeah, the AI could. So, but so like I said, it'll be faster and more efficient, just like everything else we got. It's faster and more efficient. Some of our phones that are coming out now are way more powerful than our consoles. But that's advancement in life, and I understand that. But do it with a level of control so it doesn't get out of control.
That's just not how it works, brother. Because eventually something is. And I'm not saying that it's going to turn into you got
the Cylons taking over.
Yeah, blocking the sun and things. But the reality is that the more people that want convenience, the more that the AI is going to be that technology that gets us to where we want to be. And that's just there's no ands, ifs, buts about it. I mean, it just goes back to when Ham was bringing up about talking about music. Well, I'll just take it to just keep it in gaming. Like if people wanted to have the old ways of doing things in gaming, then digital content wouldn't be at 80, almost 90% now. We would still be going to GameStop, Best Buy, and other places for our midnight launches. We don't. Everything is shit. And then we would still be having memory cards instead of having different ways of storage. You see what I'm saying?
So everybody goes to Walmart because it's the one place that's close and they pretty much got everything you want.
Well, no, but that's the thing of it, is that over time when things evolve, there's always new opportunities. So it's not so maybe those people might have to make different decisions or things like that, but this is just reality, man. There's nothing. We'll get to a point eventually, and I'm pretty sure we'll all be long gone at that point, but we'll get to a point in this world where people will just be living to get paid, because technology will be doing damn near all the work for them. It will get to that point. So anyway, let's hear what Dark got to say.
Technology.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, it's for our feeble minds in that thing, because the way that we've raised up and grown up, and we're all different ages here, we can't comprehend that. But our kids, our grandkids, that just be the way of life. I don't know. But Dark, go ahead and close us out on this topic, man. I want to try to get a quick thought on COD, but I don't think we'll have time to do it. We'll just do it next week, maybe. But Dark, your thought about this, man, and is AI something treacherous, scary for you, or you think differently?
I think only in terms of film. It could be detrimental. Only for the simple fact that will this AI take away real actors and real completely, I'm talking about in a complete, completely obliterate actors? Will it completely obliterate people who write for film and stuff like that? I don't think it'll completely take over, to be honest, only because of the fact that there will still be independent studios who won't be using AI. There will be a bunch of, independent places that won't do that.
Mhm.
There will always be those purists that don't follow the traditional way of filmmaking.
Mhm.
So I don't think it'll completely obliterate it, but it is concerning because it's like, man, what is that world gonna look like?
Right.
In terms of film, like what is that gonna look like? How is that gonna benefit everyone? Is it gonna benefit everyone, or is it people who are running the AI generators, or whatever? Um, you know, it really, for the film industry, it's about a having to pay. It's really just about money. It's just about
Mhm.
not having to pay anybody. Really, that's their whole thing. Is like, oh, I don't. We shouldn't have to pay, or whatever. Um, and to me, I think you lose something when you just generate AI, like
Oh, I agree
especially
with
like
that. Yeah.
when you especially when you look at an actor, like let's take Rogue One for instance, right? Star Wars Rogue One.
Mhm.
They AI generated, the computer generated, what's his name, um Tarkin, I think it was.
Mhm.
They AI generated him, right? And it didn't. I mean, it looked okay, but I just don't think it looks that great. Like, it doesn't. I don't. In my opinion, it doesn't look good. It makes the film feel kind of cheap when they do
Mhm.
that, and that's why I'm like thinking like an entire cast like that. That just doesn't sound interesting at all. Now, if the stories become better, then you know that's a different story. But that's the thing, like with the studios, they have so much pull and influence in what we watch that it's ridiculous. That's why you see like movies like um the Marvels, or like the Marvel movies, like you see a lot of them just turning out to be like kind of crappy. I mean, I know that the Marvels movie just came out, and I heard it's pretty decent. I heard it's
Yeah, yeah.
decent.
Me and the wife are gonna check it
Um,
out. Yeah. So.
I heard it's decent, so I definitely want to see it.
Mhm.
But like there are some movies in that Marvel universe that it was just crap because the studio had so much influence, and that's the problem, is the studios having so much influence in what we watch that there's nothing new coming that's interesting, right? Like they're making remakes, and I'm talking about like big studios, like
Yeah.
freaking, you know, the big ones, not that these independent studios like Lionsgate and stuff like that. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about like Disney, or Warner Bros, or Sony even. They're making regurgitated crap
Right.
basically,
Yeah.
and that's my concern with gaming as well, is
Well,
that
it's already happening though.
yeah, I know it's already happening.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's already regurgitated crap, but is there going to be even
Mhm.
more regurgitated crap? Like that's the thing. Like, is there going to be more of that going on?
See, now
And
I
that's
would say yes if they would stick to the traditional way of how they're doing gaming, no
yeah.
question. But I think because of artificial intelligence development,
Hmm.
because the costs can be cut back, things like that, you can go ahead and take a risk, and we can see some games like
I mean,
Hi-Fi Rush and stuff like that. Yeah,
there's
but
going to be
but
cost cutting stuff, but
right
it's like to what, what are you
degree.
losing? What are
Hey,
you
can make a
losing out
check
of
your
that?
DM real quick.
And and that's the thing, we're going to lose so much if we completely invest in AI. and completely go that route. Because I mean, there's so many scripts that are like, especially in film, there's so many scripts that are put on the chopping block or the archives. We usually call them archives because they're in the archives. There's an actual building where there's tons of scripts that are just sitting there waiting to be made, and they haven't made them because they're just regurgitating the same thing. They don't want to take a risk on. That's why it's so funny. Is like they're willing to take a risk on AI, but they're not willing to take a risk on the scripts that they already have. That's the crazy thing. That it doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't. So it's like with gaming, that's really my only concern is like, how far are we gonna go with that?
Hey,
Oh,
Doc,
it's
remember
endless.
the
Because honestly,
Final Fantasy?
like if they do animations and stuff, or they do like voices and stuff for games and stuff, I might be a little bit more upset about that because of the voices. Like, I feel like I don't feel like I just don't, unless you're gonna pay that actor for those every time that actor is in the game or whatever. Because I mean, I think there's a commercial out there right now that was going around. I don't think it's out there now, but there was a commercial for like a car thing, and it had AI generated Tom Hanks' voice.
Ah,
It AI generated Tom Hanks' voice, right? And Tom Hanks didn't get paid for that.
yeah, no,
So
that's type of
so
thing you
there
gotta watch out for that.
so there's got to be rules. There's got to be regulations for this stuff. There can't be like this wild west type of thing with AI.
What was you gonna say, Sir X-Man?
I'm gonna say, hey, Dark. Remember the Final Fantasy movies that were made digitally, and those people look so real, but they had
Yeah.
voice actors. So if they get to the point where they make movies where people really start looking more realistic, like real people, they can replace that with voice AI. That's what you need to fear in your industry. They
Well,
might not even
that's what
need
he's
the actors
that's what he's
anymore.
saying though. But that's what
Well,
he's
that's what
saying.
I'm
It's
saying.
But I thought of the perfect. I had to think of the perfect movie that did that, where the AI looked really so much like real people, and that was one of them. And that's a scary thought for the movie industry that these
Yeah.
executives
there's
would love to
movies
get
that
to.
yeah, those movies that were like that, like
No, it's
artificial intelligence was like
it's
that was
it's about money
incredible.
for them.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's about money. It's about being like, oh, we don't have to pay these people for their voices or for their likeness.
We could put new
Ah,
voices
shit.
in there that ain't nothing like you guys.
Well, yeah, no, that's why they gotta that's why the
Yeah.
the Writers Guild and things like that. That's why they got to try to change that because they know that's what they're doing. So and
Yeah.
that's why gamers. I mean, that's why the gaming sector is trying to get into unions and things like that to protect themselves in case of of these things that's going to happen. Because regardless, I mean, there are companies at the end of the day, and they're going to find ways to save money. But
I think in games, if they do an AI generated character, but they still have an actual
voice-
human doing the voices,
yeah,
then that's okay. That's fine.
okay.
That's
But
okay. But
that's going to
Yeah.
change over
Right.
time because because more actors and actresses that will have to be voice actors and actresses will be asking for more money, and so then they'll be trying to look for it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's got to work itself out in one way, shape, or form. It is kind of crazy, but whatever. I you know what I'm saying? I really do appreciate it, but I do really quick. Y'all's thoughts, and this is just open discussion. Y'all's thoughts about COD doing it again. There was people that was trying to talk people into boycotting and saying that COD was not going to.
you can skip me on this one. I don't have anything for COD.
Well, yeah, but that's what I was just saying. Like, I mean, it's dominated again, yet again. It's kicked ass. So, I mean, y'all's thoughts, real quick. Ham over there playing Starfield. He's lost his mind.
You said y'all's thoughts.
Y'all's thoughts. Nobody wants to say anything about it. Well, I just.
Why you say me after y'all's thoughts? I was trying to be respectful.
Because we trying to break up your Starfield for a minute.
Nobody seems to want to talk about it because of the fact that it's 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 dominating, and not everybody on this panel plays Call of Duty like that. So,
well, I mean, like I said, I was just being respectful.
Right, you were.
In 2 seconds after you say that, somebody's yelling my name, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know what to say about that, but yeah, I think it's exactly why Xbox picked him up. I mean, it's simple as that. You're seeing a lot of good things happening for Activision Blizzard. They got purchased, so under new management now. WoW is making a strike back, looking good. Diablo's looking good. Modern Warfare 3 may not be critically loved by the campaign, but that the multiplayer was always the meat and potatoes of that game. So
like
I mean,
you said
seeing
earlier,
it do what it's doing is
a hell of a drug, bro.
seeing it do what it's doing isn't that surprising to me. It's just interesting now because they're under a different umbrella. That's the only thing that's really interesting about it.
Right. It
is that
different.
they're under a totally different umbrella and they're making money like tooth and fist, and it's extra interesting because now you know where Sony's money's going for that. Like all the advertising that they haven't. I mean, just think about it. They have an exclusive advertising deal for an Xbox.
Not anymore.
Like, if you just think about that, it's like, say that again. It's like one of those situations where it's like, excuse me, did I hear that right? But yeah, that's exactly what it is. And Satya came out a few weeks ago and said so happy to be releasing some of our top games this year. And I think he said Starfield and Call of Duty. And I was like,
damn. Damn.
So Microsoft, by all means, knew exactly what they were doing, copping this. And when they seen that deadline, they're like, that's perfect time. And if this goes right, because we finna literally like, man, it is fall, right? This is fall, right?
Yeah.
It's the season of fall?
Yeah.
Okay, make it grab the rake.
Yeah.
Grab the rake. It's that
Put
time
it
of
here.
year.
Hammer it down.
Man.
Don't forget.
There was
something.
No,
that
I
was
want to hear
about
what Ham.
that
Hold up, Viper.
Activision-
I want to hear this. Hear this, Ham.
Come on, man. Stop it.
I ain't thinking about Viper.
Man, Viper, what did you say? What were you saying, Viper?
I was about to say that Activision Blizzard has just now been nominated as Publisher of the Year.
What?
Yep.
From who? From from that, what is that? Game Stick or Joystick or whatever they're called?
Joystick Awards?
Yeah, Joystick Awards.
Yeah, the Joystick Awards, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, plus one of K Mega's games this year got awarded fight game.
And there's fighter fans out there that's pissed by that, but because they thought that because Mortal Kombat won, they thought Street Fighter should win, but anyway, so.
You ready for the? We ready for the hammer lay down from Ham.
Yeah. Ham, go ahead, finish what you got to say, man. We get out of here.
Been laying it down this whole goddamn time. What you want me to say?
What else
you thought to pull it out. We thought you had more to say.
I don't even remember what I said last.
Thanks, Viper.
Anyway, Vic.
Vic. All I know is all I know is crazy. That
The last thing that you said was Satya saying that he's releasing his biggest games this year, and Starfield and Call of Duty were the two.
And then you're gonna say something after that, and you told K Mega get the hammer.
Oh yeah, I told him to get the rake.
Get the rake.
Yeah, I told him to get the rake because
Yeah.
there's a lot to clean up, and yeah. The boys at Microsoft are doing that right. Like I said, they knew exactly what they were
Oh
doing,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
and
All right.
and it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope to see that Microsoft is on that side. Finally, like
Finally.
right, where it's just like
Finally.
we can actually see that you like in other words, like the excuse window got real small now, right? So it's just like put up or shut up, and I think they are kind of putting up so far. I'd say this towards this side of the generation, they've been kind of, or not even really this side, more or less just the just the last year with the instillment of what their messages and what they're trying to do. As I said on the show with you earlier this week, okay, Mega, it was crazy. Like it's one thing to write it on Twitter, it's another thing to see it. When you seen Mike Ybarra on stage at BlizzCon,
Yeah.
you knew it was real.
Yep.
You knew it was real. And seeing that man break down, about to cry on stage, and Phil comes out and literally all he did was come out and repeat exactly what he said before, except for them. Right? So like by no means am I going to sit here and say, man, Phil was so heartfelt. And I mean, sure, there was a little bit of heart there, but it was more or less talking to like, to me, when I see Phil, it's like 25% heart, 75% investor talk.
Right.
Phil be throwing jabs, and don't nobody pay no attention.
and see, he does it so well because he gets the fans involved with his conversation, but he's projecting in a way where it's just like rest assured somebody, and it's like rest assured and fucking investors and Satya and all them guys, y'all need to rest assured we steering the boat, and we making the same people that were literally overcharging us to put Call of Duty on our platform is now so happy to be hanging out with us. And it's so weird.
It is. It is.
In other words, he's saying, welcome to the family. Welcome to the family.
That was Bobby. That was Bobby that was doing that. It was Bobby that was overcharging them, and now he's gonna be gone by the end of the year. So
no, it was Sony, and Bobby just said it don't matter. He don't care. He just wanted his money. So it wasn't Bobby. It was Sony. Yeah, it was just
Bobby. It was just business decisions, and
Sony wanted to cripple Microsoft.
Kind of on the brink, and the other one was cooking. So like they were.
Now here's my point.
I feel like a lot of us complain, but if we were put in that situation, what would you do? It's probably make money.
Now here's my quick point, and all you guys agree. Ham, I know you said it a dozen times when you heard about Call of Duty. It's never been about the campaign. It's always been about the multiplayer. This is the reason why people are coming back to Halo in droves. It's about you bringing back every single map that Call of Duty had that everybody loved and wants to play today. Plus, you keep all your equipment from the previous Call of Duty. You don't lose anything. And people can go out and have a ball. They got new modes. They got the zombies in this thing. They got, oh my God, zombie open world. I can't wait to get that game and see what that's the hell like. You got
looks pretty wild for what I've seen.
You got Terminal. And I love Terminal, man. Especially don't stay in the airplane too long. They're gonna come and get you. Get out there, get your kill, and get the hell out the plane. But you got the desert maps. You got the ones with the cave in it with that little poster up on the top. You got the maps from Modern Warfare, and you got maps from Black Ops in there. That's what people are coming for. That's why people buying this Call of Duty, because of that one reason. You have every map from every generation, the last generation pass, which is 360, and the newer games. And that's the big hit that's gonna keep this game going for a long time. This game probably will surpass, I'm sorry, Warzone in player count. That's how big this game is gonna be. And I'm not a Call of Duty person. I just go by with what I see. And nostalgia, we say this out, nostalgia is one hell of a drug. It is. I'm done.
Okay. All
Now,
right.
I'm
Go ahead.
gonna have to push back on this
Oh
because
my God.
Okay. Wait, this man said
Oh
everybody
I'm
quiet,
not
and
a
now
Call
they
of
got to
Duty
push back.
person.
Okay, go ahead. What do you got to say?
Hold on. I'm gonna say this. We're gonna keep it a buck. This is not Microsoft's doing, okay? Because this was already in development before Microsoft acquired Activision Blizzard game, and this is not the. These are the decisions of Microsoft. This is the decisions of Bobby Kotick. Okay. This game is not the best that best Call of Duty that could be. Granted, it's been scored very low. People have been saying that the campaign was a little bit rushed. Um, it still doesn't deserve a 4 like they've been giving it, but that's besides the point. What I want to see is Call of Duty having a little bit more time to cook, not be on a yearly cycle. And I want to see what happens when Microsoft gives them the time to,
Then we had that
basically
discussion last
cultivate a
week.
much better experience. I understand it. Let me speak, please. Let we go. I want to see them cultivate this experience, cultivate the game, and make it a much better experience for the players. This game this year was rushed. It shouldn't have been out because they said they weren't going to make one for this year. But to make sure that Sony doesn't have the marketing anymore, they pushed it out. Shouldn't have been $70. And I feel like, yes, people are jumping on it because yes, Call of Duty sells every single year. So I don't feel like, you know, this should have been released this year. They should have released it next year. And that's my point on the whole thing.
Hmm. Well, I disagree to a lot of that, for sure. COD comes out every year. Bobby Kotick was, the architect, and it's been reported that they brought it out. They had to make it within 16 months. Phil Spencer already alluded that they were going to give Call of Duty developers more time. Matter of fact, I believe, is it Treyarch? I think that's the next one that works on the next Call of Duty. They'll have over 4 years now of development. So that's already ahead of schedule from what Phil Spencer's plan was. I think that Microsoft do have all the control. Bobby Kotick did have control for a minute, but once they knew that this was going through, Microsoft, that Bobby Kotick just sent Kodak, or however you say his name, stepped to the side and was just there for a prop. You know what I'm saying? There was already moving and shaking going on, and so this game here, like when you was making a point saying that it shouldn't be $70, I beg to differ because of the fact that every COD has been $70 and or 60. If this was the single player, me and Hams had this discussion, then yeah, everybody has every right to make their point about it by saying, that's just asking for too much. But people play the multiplayer. The single player games is just an added feature to it. And the thing has enhancements that has not been in other Call of Duties with zombies. Zombies is very popular. I don't play zombies like that, but but all these old maps, the DLC, the continuation of your season passes coming with you now, that's also a plus. There's a lot of benefits to playing Call of Duty. I mean, I buy Call of Duty every year, for the most part. There's only been a few years that I haven't bought it. So I will continue to support it once it and then also, when it comes into Game Pass, there'll just be more hands and eyes on it as well. So I think that, the business decision from it is vast. And for the game to be in a position that it is now, and it's not even on Nintendo yet. Just think about what the next COD is going to be like when it gets on there. And I think this COD will probably I don't know if this COD will skip Nintendo or not, but Microsoft got, they eating good. So anyway,
they'll probably put it on Switch too, K-Mega.
They might put it on Switch, maybe at a later date or something of that nature, but sometime next year. Or I think when the new console will come out, they might have whenever the new console will come out for Nintendo. But anyway, Vic the Mother Click. I like that name. That's a nice name. I appreciate it. He said, hit that like button. Thank you guys so much, man. Thank you for I keep Mr. Joanna Dark. We appreciate you coming through. I was looking at my little Twidget thing and it was tripping out. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Sapero, everybody else in the show that has really didn't know when the deal was closed and Kotek made the call to make the next COD. Waiting on the deal can't stop the show. Yeah, no, you can't stop it. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like but once that all came about to where it looked like that when Microsoft made that move, Bobby Kotick stepped aside. But yeah, you were right on the fact of Bobby Kotick said, let's make another COD. But, and people don't talk about Warzone either. Like Warzone, this is nuts. This is nuts to see Xbox on this side. But let's get the hell out of here. We 15 minutes over time. Sir X-Man, where can they find you at, brother?
For us, 15 minutes over time actually ain't that bad.
No, it's bad. It's bad. Especially when you want to get in there and eat some of that damn.
Get back to Starfield too. Yeah.
No. I'm gonna give me something to eat and then play something. I don't know what I'm gonna play. It ain't gonna be Starfield though.
But no, all I gotta do is I want to say one thing. Lulu Chang for president.
Oh man, I thought you were gonna say something bad that I'm gonna have to block you with.
Lulu Chang for president of Activision.
Oh man,
that would be beautiful.
Oh boy,
she's a beast.
Oh yeah, she is. And let's be safe, everybody. Let's be good. Go Xbox. Go Hams. Yeah, I guess go K-Maker. I guess go K-Maker.
What the hell is all this? Man, see, you got to 1,000 and this dude over here, he riding on that ham solo carpet, man. What the hell is this? You know what I'm saying? I won't remember that when you asked to come on the show. You know what I'm saying? Old sucker. Anyway. Viper,
you gotta have thicker skin than that, man. Come on, baby.
I'm offended. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Anyway.
No. I'm bubble thing. I just had one more thing. And
your old ass up now, shit.
Let's hope for some great Starfield DLC coming soon, baby. Because then it's really gonna be hot in here. Let's go. I'm done.
No, you bring that DLC next year. I don't want that pain right now. I don't want that paid right now. Oh man, let's go to Dark Optimus. He needs to be gone probably about an hour ago. Dark Optimus, where can they find you at, brother?
Yep, you guys can find me on Twitter, Dark Optimus.
No, okay, all right.
What?
All right, let him be. All right, Viper, where can they find you at, brother?
You'll find me going out to try to get some free meals tomorrow for Veterans Day. Let's see what else. I'm gonna be playing some games tonight. Probably not that much tomorrow because obviously I'm gonna be doing some Veterans Day stuff with the other veterans here. So other than that, you can find me at RG Viper X on Xbox, on Steam, on Twitter, or shall we call it X.
Throwing that pony hate out there, duh. Viper.
That's ridiculous. All right,
what pony hate?
I don't know. Sir, it's getting way past Sir X-Man's time.
Oh, even Phil Spencer playing Call of Duty right now. He in it too.
Ham Solo, where can they find you at, brother?
Yeah, you can find me on K Mega's channel every other week for the crossover, and then every Friday I'm here for GRG. You can also find me on Matt Likes Games channel every Wednesday for the 2-player podcast. And to find me on my regular channel, TSWS Gaming, I'm there every other Monday, but then every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. This upcoming Thursday for Behind Them Sticks, I'll be having Paris Lily on. So definitely check that out. That should be a pretty fun episode. And yeah, thank you so much for everybody's support that's here, that comes through to TSWS Gaming to check us out. You've been a big help to us getting to 1,000 subscribers. Same to you, Sir X-Man, Venomous Viper. Big ups to K Mega for being one of the early one of the early subscribers to the channel, and also not only subscribing but helping prop me up to become to become a bigger channel, more well known, but also to kind of understand more about podcasting and stuff like that, because the initial thing I went into podcasting thinking is the same thing I'm thinking now. I'm not perfect at it, but I want to get but I want to learn from as many people as possible. Good, bad, whatever. I thoroughly enjoy doing this type of stuff, and just your guys' support means everything. So thank you so much, K Mega. Thank you so much, everybody here on the panel. Dark Optimus, all of y'all. I appreciate it.
Dark Optimus got the hell out of here. He was tired. He messed up the camera.
He's out. I know he's out.
Yeah, he's out. Yeah.
I figured I'd say his name.
Yeah,
absolutely. I was your first member too.
Oh man, this
first
man,
member.
Boy, that man sucking them
Day
toes.
One, I was his first
He's
member,
sucking them toes, boy. That boy over there, man, God dang, what?
Oh, don't hate.
I know what am I hating for? What am I hating for? Good God Almighty! You listen to the man say that I helped him. Good God, he's saying I'm hating anyway. Thank you guys for coming through again. It's Friday night. It's still early. We can go to do damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Go hit the spots. Go have a good time. Go find you a woman. Ladies, go find you a man. Or the way that the climate is today, you find you both. Whatever. Find it all. Enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? But protect yourself. Don't get out here and be acting a damn fool doing dumb stuff. And then next thing you know, you're going to have as many kids as Loke does. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of that, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Loke for coming through. His power went out. But, you know what I'm saying? He was already a character coming through. All right, guys. Thank you so much, man. But remember, if you get out there and have a good time, man, remember to protect yourself. And we're going to enjoy doing our damn thing, doing that pants off, dance off with the ladies. For myself now. You know, I don't know what these other guys do. I don't pay attention to what they do over there. So, but I'm out. And thank you, Ham. I really do appreciate that nice stuff. That nice stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're in minutes that you came off the K Mega teat. It's if you fall in line with the rest.
Didn't do that. Didn't do that. That sounds disgusting. I'd never do something silly like that.
You know I'm gonna be a damn fool with it, but no, I really do appreciate it. I'm so happy about your success, brother. Everybody have a good one. Good night, everybody. Happy Veterans Day to you. And yeah, turn off these damn cameras.
5 more shows till you hit number 400, right, K-Mega?
300. I hit 300 in 5 more shows, man.
I could have. You know what's sad? It seems like you've been doing it longer than that, dude. I swear it does.
I have, but I don't do shows every week. Like you know, I probably would have been already in the 400s if I did a show every week, but I take time off, so.
Oh, yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
But anyway.
Everybody be here in 5 more shows. When K-Mega got that special, should be around.
It ain't gonna be nothing special. Just be me doing the same shit, trying to get out of here early so I can do some things. All right, here we go, peace.
Hey, thanks for checking out the GRG podcast. All your gaming news and our special topic of the week. Make sure to join us every Friday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 p.m. Central, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. This was the GRG podcast.